And hello and welcome to this week's episode of Unrolled Stories, a D&D campaign set in the world of Elforia. We are back with these wonderful humans to roll some dice, attempt to questionable accents, and hopefully tell a decent story. At the top of every episode, we've got a couple of announcements. First of all, if you want to get yourself some pretty dice for your own games of D&D, Daggerheart, or any other TTRPG out there, head over to Dice Nest. There'll be a link in the description below, and use the code TheWelshDM for 15% off at checkout. You can grab yourself all sorts of beautiful dice over there, including their gemstone cut dice that I particularly adore. If you would prefer to listen to this show as a podcast, you can on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. They air on Wednesdays after the episode comes out on YouTube. Don't forget to give the podcast a like, a review, and all that stuff to help other people find it as well. Don't know why you would do that. We're all much prettier on camera. NPC art, as well as the wonderful character art on screen right now, was done by the talented Aderyn Angelini. You can go support them on their Art Venturing Guild on Patreon. Chris trying to point to wherever his character art is on screen. I respect it. Down there.
Can we just unlock this?
You can go support Aderyn on their Patreon, their Art Venturing Guild. Last month's package was Crime Scene Murder Mystery that included a Dwarven Benoit Blanc that I suggested, and you can add your own suggestions in as well, so go support them there as well. And if we use battle map art today, the Chibi art was done by WeTheDreamingDesigns, so do go check out those artists as well as all other artists online, and make sure you support real humans making real art. With all of that out of the way, fuck AI. Sorry, Chris. I didn't realise I made that slogan. With all of that out of the way, I think it's time to continue telling our story. Previously, you had all done a bunch of pottering around Calcurth on the morning of the Night of Melody. Lesley buying some weed, Arquen helping set up a field full of benches, and Aderyn buying 20,000 knives.
Girl's got a shop.
Between all of that, a bunch of rumours started swirling around what Derek's presence actually meant in the grand scheme of the Empire and everything, because he had been sitting in the rafters of the auditorium in plain view. And a rather loud and obnoxious news herald confirmed that the crusade had begun and a number of executions had taken place in Andamon in recompense for the certain horrors and stuff that had been happening there before. That evening, you attended the Night of Melody performance, a beautiful evening of wonderful music, illusions, and community, somewhat spoiled for some of you by the arrival of Amhrain. A cold shoulder given to him primarily by Aderyn. The Archfey decided not to linger around long, but did remind you all that they may be looking to call in the second piece of their debt that you owe them. Although Arquen, as they left, did grab a quick conversation with the enigmatic pyromaniac, trying best to understand just what Amhrain was up to, and perhaps nudge him in a little bit more of a respectful direction, rather than pure, burn the entire fields to the ground. Uncertain how successful it was, but I think you came away with that feeling hopeful in the direction that you sent it, and came away with a gift, shall we say, as some part of you, some connection to the entity that brought you back to life, was strengthened. The next morning, having had certain revelations about just why Amhrain was owed a debt by 3 of you come to light, you all decided to share a bunch of truths with each other that you had hidden, and kind of agreed that no more lying with each other would happen. At which point, guilt written across his face, Lesley came clean to admitting why he had left Loringa in the first place, placing a very large gemstone on the table and admitting he was a wanted man down south. Which is where we will pick up. The early morning sunshine is peeking through the windows, and a crisp air coming through the openings. The beauty outside is kind of lost on you all as you stare at the bright red gemstone in the center of the table. A roughly spherical, shaped and cut, polished ruby spilled out of the leather pouch that Lesley has been carrying with him ever since you met him.
Why have you got this big grey gemstone?
What? That's way more than I ever brought. Lesley, how long have you been carrying that?
Yeah, and how long have we been in...
You've been together for around 2 months, if I remember correctly.
Cool. This for around 3 months. This is why I left. Very good.
Crossing borders with valuables is hard. How do you... I mean, what? So all the times I've tried to sneak in, like, what I thought were valuable places, you've been carrying that this whole time.
They tend to look away if you slip them some money.
Oh, I know it.
Slip them something, what? Yeah. So,
Wait, is this why you had all those like bruises on your head from all the swirling and stuff?
Yeah, this may have affected my balance for a moment, yeah.
I thought that sort of like was just sort of you.
Who did you take it from?
Tell us what happened.
I've made some mistakes. I'm not a good man. Traveling with you has made me feel that maybe I could be. One day, I could help people. But I left a life that I'm not so proud of. To have left or have been part of, to be honest.
Shocking revelation.
I was a fantastic Titan Ball player, as you all know and have witnessed. But I got aged out, you know, it happens. The younger men, they come up, and I moved my hand to coaching, and I coached a fantastic team, the Flail Snails. They did really well. Thank you, Gethin. They were doing really well. They could have made it into the league, but I got greedy. I took a fall. I was offered a fantastic offer, I thought, and it was made kind of clear to me that maybe had I not accepted the offer, something might have happened to my family. And after I took that bribe, I didn't realize I'd be paid like this. I thought maybe I'd be able to take my family out, but when they gave me this ruby as payment, I realized that maybe it would not be so easy to sell this and to give my family the life that maybe they deserved. So I left. I came up to the north. I was hoping to find someone to fence this to, somebody who would buy this from me. I hoped maybe the chain would be the answer, but after I saw how they treated Ximori, I realized that maybe they were never the answer that I was looking for. So I've just sort of had this on me, hoping to find a moment to tell you, hoping to find a moment to get rid of it. It's been a literal and metaphorical weight around my neck. I'm very sorry to have not told you sooner. I liked that you didn't look at me and see what I really was.
Lesley, I'm a professional smuggler. It's been my job for multiple years.
Crimes.
This I thought was maybe
I've done
too.
so many crimes.
I really wish you'd have told us earlier. I could have helped. We've got compartments in the carriage now, and
I felt that I wanted to feel it, you know, to remember it.
but
I left a
trouble
lot of things behind.
a weight shared, there's a weight halved.
I mean, like, at least a second strap to stop it, like, whacking in your face, but...
You want to let Balrick take a gander at it and get a feel for how much it might be worth.
I'll have a look. I've smuggled some. I usually do animal parts, but I've smuggled the occasional gemstone.
This isn't necessarily.
I'll be honest. Oh, gone.
Well, this is maybe. Would they know what the ruby is?
I was going to say, anyone can roll me a history check. The DC entirely depends on where you're from. Realistically, I think 2 people have a chance of getting this.
I've got a 2
0.
on the dice, so no.
have no clue. To be fair, Balrick, you had the least chance of getting this.
Oh, yeah. Opposite side of the continent.
It's 0 because I still think it's grey.
Okay.
I've got a 17.
17,
That's a
still
very
not high
nice
enough for
apple.
you. Again, you're from too far north and you have no memories.
I imagine.
Yeah, I'll roll a disadvantage.
I don't
That's
imagine
okay.
how
That's
much
all
I've
I get.
lost.
14 from Aderyn. Tauri?
10.
10. None of you know what this is, but the size of it and like how well cut it is, like it does like bring up like powerful people would be the people who have this kind of thing. So for Lesley to just be handed it on a random bribe to throw a sports game is a curiosity. Go on.
I'll be honest, most of my contacts were chain based. I do know a couple of people that can put me in contact with people up north, but if you want to get to do it quick, that's not the answer.
The thing, this is the Scanaln ruby, which might not mean so much to you guys, but it's in the south. This is a thing of legends, you know. It's been missing for years.
You got paid this to throw an amateur sports game.
I think maybe it was them getting rid of it because maybe it was somebody was on their tail or something.
I think that you got scammed there a little bit.
Don't I understand that now?
Tauri, can you roll me a history check?
History 22.
So what does
22.
what does Saran Wrap
I'll message you.
Ruby do?
What do any rubies do? They look pretty and red.
So this Serengeti ruby.
What is the
Wait,
point
so-
of the spaghetti ruby?
Alright, how about we're heading south anyway? I think it might be a good time to maybe we can free you from this and kind of settle this story while we're here. Obviously we're going to do all Aderyn stuff, but you don't deserve to be a wanted man in your own nation. I reckon we go there and we try to find out where, if it's been lost for a while, we can try to find out where it's been lost from.
Question: are you actively wanted, as in somebody in authority knows you have this, or is it simply that anybody in the possession of this is now a criminal, no matter how they came across it, you know, because it's missing from its...
This I do not know. After I was given it, I realized I made a bad decision. I left as soon as I could. You know, I didn't go home to say goodbye to my kid.
I think chances are that they've pawned it up on you to get rid of it and then blamed you. There's no chance you haven't been framed, really.
In essence, they paid you and lost nothing because they probably were unable to fence it too.
How long has it been missing for? Do you know?
How long has it been missing for?
Do you know the story of it?
You would have no idea. So from an above level, people don't really know this thing is missing. It's like spoken about on like under channels, and that's how you heard that it's been missing for a long time. But like public knowledge, like, so this is where Tauri, I messaged you that history check. You know who House Scanlan is. They are one of the great houses of Korengrad, one of the 3 major cities of Floringa. So that name is a weighty name. And I think on the 22, you kind of know that that they're known for having a particular family heirloom that is a ruby. And 2 and 2 is starting to be put together for you.
So, Lesley. You are from the south. You know the family of Scanlan, right?
I know of them. Of course, we all do.
Are you aware that it's well known that their most prized possession is a ruby of great renown?
Now it's in my possession. I am aware, yes. I mean, I'd heard rumours, but they were just silly, silly rumours. Like, kid stories.
Can I have a closer look?
Let's get it over.
Suggestion: reverse heist.
He's listening.
Reverse heist. Hey.
Is it called Ocean's Novellan, or however the fuck you pronounce it? 11 backwards.
Mean shows.
Are we going to like come up from the ceiling on a series of poles up towards the ceiling that we're not allowed to touch?
We all going on
the Desert 7.
The Desert 7.
How about we return it and potentially get a reward?
Unless they think Lesley is the person who stole it.
Yes, but we're handsome
kick open the door and
adventurers.
chuck it into the middle distance.
Have fun!
I think
We
need
chuck
to
it
go.
one way and then run the other.
I think we don't just want to return it, we want to clear Leslie's name. So I think we go there and we need to do some investigation first into what happened.
Complete new identity, got it.
Lesley, the people that gave it to you as payment, do they have any evidence of having given it to you?
I wouldn't say they're known for their bookkeeping necessarily, but I wouldn't put it past them.
I mean, they've had more than enough time to make up a story by now, to be fair. That's what we used to do back in the day, Like, oh my god, that guy's got it, and a rumour's more powerful than proof half the time.
Exactly. I think that the best idea is to get there secretly and clear Leslie's name properly. Find out what happened, get the evidence, get the right people sorted.
And so in the
You deserve to see your
meantime,
family again.
disguises?
Well, not right. Only when we're in Leringa.
As long as we can get across the border fine, then...
We're not going to Leringa first anyway, are we? So we're going to Aderyn. Where's it?
Riverhold.
Riverhold.
We'll go to Breckley City first, aren't we?
Yeah, your journey.
Yeah, we're going through the big city.
Your journey from here is a day's ride to Breckley City.
The big city.
On to Mincer, which is about 2 days to Mincer. Across the mountain pass that will take a number of days. And then you're in Leringa, which at that point you essentially have 3 directions you can go. You can head east along the mountains, which will take you towards Riverhold. You can head south, which will be your closest destination, which will be Tibir, where Lesley is from. Or, at this point, because Tauri knows where this ruby is from, you can head west, cross another mountain range to get to Korengrad, where this ruby is originally from.
I think what we need to do is get down south and see what information we can gather.
I agree.
Let's get the show on the road!
Tauri, did you say you were taking a closer look at it, by the way?
I asked if I could. I didn't know if Lesley was letting me or not.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No.
Cool. Then yes, can I do an investigation? Just see if I can work out. Make sure it's not a fake, basically.
Oh, that would
Lesley
suck.
got stuffed.
Imagine if I did that. Just like, here's a huge, big conspiracy theory and plot thread, and then it's a fake. You're fine.
Yeah, it would be amazing.
Make me an investigation check.
Proper like flushed away moment, just like it's fake. You can't break a real ruby.
That is a 24.
A 24. Cool. I will also in a second ask you to make me a subsequent Arcana check, because as you look at this, it's a ruby, very clearly, beautifully cut and etched with dwarven runes in very fine filigree along each of the vertexes. Thank you. Please make me an Arcana check on a follow-up.
24, and I'll bring out a jeweler's eyepiece, because I have a jeweler's kit.
24. Your let's say comfort and growing studies, this is glyph work, this is runecraft that is etched into this ruby.
Can I write them down?
Yes, you can. I will say this, based on your other studies and with that Arcana roll as well, you don't know exactly what it's doing. You would only you can identify spell if you wish or something like that. But just from an Arcana check, it seems to be largely around containment concepts, like holding or storing kind of concepts. But full details you would need like
Identify?
A way of identifying, yeah.
Lesley, do you mind if I just spend 10 minutes having a look at this?
Take as long as you need. I've looked at it long enough.
Cool. I'll spend 11 minutes to do a ritual identify.
Cool. While you're doing this, I think Emetrica has kind of woken up, and you can start hearing her moving around on the floorboards upstairs. But after 11 minutes, you come away with this. Whatever this ruby is, it's old. And I mean older than this age old. This may be the heirloom of House Scanlan, but it predates them. The magic that is this is essentially a almost like a minimus containment of an imprisonment spell, is what this ruby is. It is either capable of holding something or is holding something. Identify won't give you quite that much information, it just tells you what the object itself is. Yeah, you're holding something quite powerful from a time a number of centuries ago. Yeah.
We need to make sure this doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
And with that, Leslie's going to grab it, put it in the pouch, around the neck.
It's not just a ruby.
Oh, it's a very valuable, much sought after ruby. Thank you for agreeing.
That is either imprisoning something or can imprison
Nay
something.
on the Ubi Ray, they're away.
Is it similar to the weird stone we have in any way?
No, it's using old dwarven craft to do so.
Arquen stole her.
Oh, I shirt off. Oh, good morning.
Oh, hello. Well, that's certainly a sight. Wasn't expecting that.
Oh, sorry, I'm just doing my morning exercises. I sound like a tree falling down when I stretch.
We all do need to stay limber.
Yes, fancy joining me for a morning run?
Certainly not. But thank you for the offer.
Allow me to make you coffee at the very least, and I take it into the kitchen, shielding them with my body.
Okay, I think we keep this quiet for now. Lesley, you put it away back around your neck. We'll discuss it more later.
If it's
When we're on
something
the road.
so unique and
Quieter, Aderyn. Yeah. I've got guess
Yeah, I'm
something. Mental.
The inside voice.
But yes, I do the pour over, man. Yeah, so
Balrick.
I love the idea that Aderyn's forgetting she can use telepathy.
Yeah.
She hasn't woken up yet.
Balrick.
Basically, when Aderyn wakes up, it's either she only talks normally or she only talks mentally, and it's one of the two until she
Flip
actually
a coin each day.
Yeah. She's gonna say, maybe this isn't something that we should try and sell. Until we know more about it, at least.
I think we're planning on not selling it. We want to do more information with it. We're not strapped for cash. We just want Lesley to be able to come and go in his own land as he pleases.
and you give it a little swirl, and it makes the milk stick to the bottom and the foam sit on top.
Oh, I've never seen that before. That's quite fabulous. Well, as she takes that coffee and wanders now into the quieted down conversation. Well, it was lovely all seeing you. Were you just passing through, or looking to stay longer term?
No, we're going to keep heading south. Aderyn wants to show us the sights down there and see if you can meet up with her touring father.
Oh, yes! Yes! You must get him to come visit Calcath again. Maybe he can open the auditorium once it's completely rebuilt. Be an absolutely fantastic way to open the doors once again.
I will most definitely ask him to do that
Oh,
when
you're
I
a
see.
doll.
A little plaque for him, like
I'm not a
opened
doll.
by-
No, it's a phrase, Aderyn.
What, do you have dolls of us?
No?
Okay.
Right, well, and I do I make my movements very doll-like, let's get going.
You all grab your stuff, head out. She once again is very gracious about seeing you once again, and wishes you well on your journeys and encourages you to come visit. And once again, just doubles down on get Von Barley to come open up the auditorium when it's open. We'll stay in touch.
Wow, lovely to see you.
Well, it's nice that they've heard of Bon Valley this far. No.
Well, Bon Varley is heard of everywhere. Just the Empire clearly. What's it called when the people they don't let things go through like a curtain for light, but for words.
Aderyn, that's what I'm saying. In that we've never heard of Bon Valley, and a load of people haven't. But they're having this town. Isn't that nice?
Yes. You'll hear lots of him. The further south we go.
I'm excited.
Very cultural town here.
What sort of music is he into? Because, I sort of free wave, flute jazz.
It's more like when there's a storm and the rain is really, really going hard on the leaves. Like that.
Heavy metal.
But with some nice streams in there,
So
I could probably
is it
vibe to that.
is it water-based music, or as we're saddled up?
No, it's
Yeah, you're loading up the cart right now.
This conversation has been going for half an hour.
If his music were a type of pop plant, what would it be?
Aderyn, what were you saying?
It's drums mostly, and my dad, he does the singing.
He has the voice of an angel. Or a devil if you're into
He
that.
stole the voice off an angel.
Oof.
I feel like
Maybe.
you probably shouldn't steal angels'
There are
voices.
rumors about this.
That was if angels are real, anyway.
It is
You've never seen
true.
one.
I once got kidnapped and they tried to exorcise me to say, they wanted to see if he had made a deal with some sort of entity.
They tried to make you exercise? How
They let
rude.
me go though. I think they got tired of me.
Don't we, Aderyn? You don't have to.
No, who would ever do that?
Fuck up. Oh my god, let's get rid of the fucking hostage.
She's not,
In the
she's
Aderyn
not
law.
possessed, she just has ADHD.
Well, as you are loading up the cart, one important question: what are you doing with Deck?
He's flying.
What about that?
He's just flying above the town of Calcare
He's
right now.
constantly flying. He loved it.
Cool. The rumors
I
continue
imagine
to
it's flying,
spread.
just sort of running.
Very
Look
high
at that
up.
massive
Very high
bird!
up. It's just a big bird.
With 4 legs.
I go to like throw my stuff on a horse, but then forget that I don't have a horse anymore. I was like, oh, okay. And I sit on the back of the cart dejected.
Arquen continues to I'm going to sell my horses. I'm going to get a horse and I'm going to sell it.
I sold a bunch of horses to pay off my debt, and then they paid off a fraction of my debt.
Yeah.
Can I buy
I
a
think you
goat?
paid off your entire debt now. No goat.
Yes.
I had a goat.
There
Can I
are
buy a goat?
there are no goats for sale.
He killed off my goat. Don't
What's
trust
the
him with goats.
closest thing?
A large-ish dog. Not large enough.
Can I get a dog?
It's already one animal.
One Labrador.
Cute. You're a paladin. Give it a level.
It doesn't need a level. You can get it now.
I want a dog.
I think Lesley, while you're kind of sitting on the cart, mulling over everything that's about to happen and everything, you do also see the guy you found yesterday conducting seemingly another deal out here in the cart stables with someone else passing over some sort of package. It doesn't look like the same package that you bought off him, but some other entity.
Leslie's gonna put the drugs into the stash in the.
The hidden compartment.
You don't know where the hidden compartment is. Only Balrick does. Or it's give
It's
them
under
here,
the seat.
I'll hide them.
Leslie's gonna give the drugs to Balrick. Yeah.
Yeah, Balrick turns around and they're gone.
They're in debt.
They're vanished.
Ulrich has eaten.
Did you smell of anything?
Ulrich has eaten the drugs.
The thing about his Deck's mouth.
They're in 30 condoms down his throat.
But he did say he was a smuggler.
You know what? No, but what Balrick does is Balrick.
You know
Just turn around and Ulrich's just like a seagull, just like.
Balrick takes the drugs. Not takes them.
Balrick
takes them
is
off.
giant for drug.
Turns around and turns back around, and it's a bag of dried fruit.
You know what the sentence
Oh.
of smuggling is in the ringer.
You want a dried
Leslie takes
fruit?
the dried fruit and
The
sits
same
back
as it is
with
for
a wine.
everything else.
Have a healthy snack. You know what, Lesley? You're looking a little bit dehydrated as well. Have some water.
I'm good with the wine.
What
Have
have you
water
done
as
to
well.
piss him off?
I just gave him the drugs.
I have some of the water.
Why is he giving you water?
You open the water. You open the water flask. It's drugs.
It's just a bomb.
You guys, and I want
They're
you to
everywhere
be
and
with-
nowhere.
Can I just reach over and be like, "Oh, Balrick, have you got water? I'm really thirsty. Thank you."
There we go.
Well, you
Light instant heart attack is drugs.
you stock up on supplies, you load up the car and head on out onto the road south towards Brackleyan City. You're not the first to have left this morning. In fact, the majority of the merchant wagons have already headed off, keen to get on the road and get to Brackleyan City before it gets too close to sundown. This time of year, with it being kind of the harvest season, most of the traffic is heading south towards Brackleyan City. Ximori, you would know this obviously very well. Brackleyan City is essentially the Empire's food stores. It is the place where the majority of stuff is stored longer term, huge grain silos, that kind of stuff. So it seems like a majority of the stuff is heading south to be stored there for long term. Although, I think maybe to your eyes, Ximori, it's less than you would expect in terms of traffic.
Usually busier this time of year.
Maybe the Crusades. Oh no!
The Crusades and the fires, probably. Probably the fires.
Hey.
Yeah, that's that. Grain burns real quick in fires, as it turns out.
Probably a good thing we're leaving the Empire for a bit then. We might start, if there's food shortages, I don't know. People react badly in those sort of situations.
Which is what I would say if it wasn't for all the LSD that was in Balrick's water skin that I just downed.
Ximori can now see colours.
Whoa!
We'll see all the time.
Just great.
It's black. No, it's black and white. He just thinks it's 3 colours.
Right, so he was just seeing black before.
No, just grey. Just shades of grey.
It was
now
just grey. Now
it's
it's
full
colour. It's full mantis shrimp now.
I can see the sunlight.
I can see the songs of the universe. Is there anything any of you are wanting to do on the journey to Brooklyn City in particular?
I
can see the sums of the universe, and I'm shit at all of them.
Aderyn's gonna create another Tabitha doll.
Is it of Tabitha or is it of someone else?
It's of Tabitha.
Gotcha. How many are we up to now?
She's going to try and, for this one,
Gethin's tracking it for Tabitha's eventual health pool.
Bits of everybody else into the doll.
Sorry, say that again. I was focused on Chris's joke.
She's going to try and get bits of everybody else into the doll. So, like, a snippet of hair from someone or a piece of their shirt or, like...
Cool.
Like bits and pieces of everyone in the doll.
Tabitha's going to have all our abilities as well.
Two of us are actively magical creatures.
At least.
Yep.
Fine.
Oh, you weren't there for it. The hag wanted Aderyn as an apprentice.
I'm a prodigy. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I will just casually remind you that the hag does have a Tabitha doll.
Yep.
That was one of the things that was handed over.
This is not happening
for Aderyn. The catchphrase for Aderyn is just, I'm a prodigy, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm doing it well, right, but I don't know what it is.
A prodigy at what? Everything.
No, a prodigy at what? He goes,
I'm really good at it. Whatever it is, I'm great at it.
Oh, I really wish you had them. Yeah, so there's a number of Tabitha dolls around, and one of them is in the hands of an ancient and powerful hag.
The one where I'm putting bits of pieces from everyone, that's like
You're
bigger.
not putting bits
and
of me in it.
I keep like talking to it, like I'm treating it like it's alive.
Ow! Fuck!
If you want a bit of me, you'll have to get it while I'm asleep.
No problem, I'm an insomniac.
No problem, you'll sleep eventually.
She is an elf, half elf.
And Tabitha talks to her to keep her awake.
That was the most sinister thing you could have said.
Hugh, you were going to say about doing something en route.
I want a night more things.
There's not much tonight on this route. You are essentially on a main highway with a bunch of other traffic.
You think me chasing down a werewolf? Come here! You're getting knighted!
After a long day's journey on the road, where I'm sure various stories and stuff are read, notes are taken, etc.
Would you say stories are unrolled?
The city of the capital city of the Brecklian Fields rolls into view alongside the great Neaharnine River that many of you are somewhat familiar with, having spent the early part of your adventures together kind of traipsing up and down it from Norray to Giadothras. For you, Hugh, since you weren't necessarily here at that time, the Neaharnine River is like the size of the Amazon and runs along the entire kind of foot of the Antahina Mountains, which are the southern border of the Empire. Brecklian City is basically built at the point where proper tall ships are about as upriver as they can get before it starts becoming a problem. And it's essentially the dock at one end of the river that then flows down to Giadothras for that kind of reference point. The large kind of spur of rock, almost cliff, to one side of Bricklin City that you know Ximori to be Reshan's Rock, where the Cathedral of St. Reshan is kind of built into, kind of is the main focal point that you see. To the rest of you, for a city this far and like into the bowels of the Empire, into the safest place you can be, like, yes, it's a border, but it's a mountain range that scrapes the sky. Like, this place is incredibly safe from any kind of concept. It is a siege city. Like, the wall structure and everything, this place, because of its importance to the Empire as its, like, food stores, is still fortified significantly. The Empire is paranoid, shall we say. You can see a large number of wagons waiting at the gates, going through what looks like a customs checkpoint, and various wagon carts are being checked and pointed to where they need to go within the city as you start rolling up. Whereupon a trio of scale guard kind of like wave you down and pull you off to an investigation station. Alright then, alright, right. What's your purpose for visiting Bricklin City today? What goods are you supplying?
Presents?
I don't think we're supplying anything. Traveling south.
Oh, okay, so just temporary stay? Not bringing
Yes,
me-
just tourism tonight.
Okay. Well, in that case, you'll want to head to the area of the city. There's a lot of traffic going on in the main quad quarters. You'll want to stay to the outskirts. Suggest you head to the Boolean roads. You'll find nice upmarket places to stay there, and it keeps you out of the way of all of the traffic. If you don't mind, we just need to do an inspection of the cart, make sure there's nothing dangerous or illegitimate in there that we can't have enter the bowels of the city.
Where's my glaive?
Where is your glaive? Where is all of your important stuff?
the bag of
people?
holding.
My glaive and my harness
There's
are
a
once
bag of
again in the
holding.
bag of holding and unattuned from me because they've been there for a while.
Bag of holding is in a secret compartment near the seat of the wagon.
What about Deck?
Yes, what about Dirk?
In the air, as always.
In the air,
Dirk,
so Dirk is flying.
his wings.
Dirk is going to get shot down.
Yeah, it's like Derek might be in there. There is some cloud cover today. Not
Generally speaking, he's in the air not to like show off to hide. He's like, the idea is for him to hide by being in the air.
cool. He's constantly flying like in line with the sun.
I have trained him
That's
for a
fair. How
specific
often do you look
whistle.
up?
I've trained him to do like a specific whistle to come if needed.
Well, they take an inspection of the cart. Looking around, kind of various spaces. They do kind of knock around, like traveling quite light. Not going to find much in here. I will say there's quite a lot of meat supplies in the wagon. Is there a purpose to that? Are you that hungry as a
I'm
group?
a big lad. I'm a real big lad.
Look at the size of him.
Look at him,
Also, look at the
me,
size of
that one.
those three. Like,
Yeah.
keeping this lot fed eats most of
I
our
eat-
money, frankly. So
I'm all
I'm a bulking
5,000
phase, you see.
calories a day.
I'm also, we're bulking.
Tauri,
I need 5,000
This is-
calories a day to just maintain this.
Yeah, we're
This is-
actually
this is 2 days worth of
bodybuilders.
supplies.
We're
You're
actually
bodybuilders,
bodybuilders.
please,
You're actually
please
putting
out to a
don't,
strong
please
machine.
don't
Like,
let them start
shirt off.
talking.
Actually,
I've heard this.
I'm-
I'm-
Twenty
can
times
I, as
already
a
today.
gladiator with my background as a gladiator,
sure.
just sort of like
Hey, look at
Tops
him.
off,
Okay,
boys,
so
tops
you-
off.
For
You
fuck's
all
sake,
start-
We have to buy him more clothes again.
You all start Mr. Olympus flexing. Right, okay, so 3 of you are bodybuilders, and the rest of you,
No,
what? I'm assuming
I'm actually.
manager and
I'm
the
a-
other 2 of you?
Yeah.
Oilers.
Seems pretty demeaning of the...
Fluffers.
This is our coach.
actually,
Lesley is our
this
coach.
is Tauri, our manager.
Right.
Tauri's our manager. Lesley's our
Tauri's
coach.
Lesley, our coach, and Aderyn's our hype man and publicist.
Yeah.
Publicist.
You don't understand. She works a crowd so well.
Right. Okay, well, at the minute, there's no street performances happening at the minute by order of the Agricultural Commission. I'd say lots of wagons moving in and out, harvest season and all that. So if we could just keep...
we'll keep it under wraps.
Yeah, just whatever private rooms you get and purchase for yourselves in whatever tavern, perfectly fine, but just keep it off the streets. It's not the time for
He
performances.
thinks we're gigolos, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
We are for a
Why is
price,
it-
to be fair. But
May I ask?
Such a pity, can't.
I was going to ask for a persuasion check at some point, but this spiraled into such a convincing point.
Why do you say it like that? Like it is not a time for performances.
Oh, it's just
They'll get run over.
Yeah, there's wagons everywhere right now. It's chaos. Well, it's organised chaos in there. The Agriculture Commission are pretty good, and we're doing our best to keep things moving. But you know what it's like. Lots of carts, lots of supplies moving on and off things. So best to just stay off the roads as much as possible.
We'll keep that in mind. We don't want to stay too long anyway. Where do you recommend parking the wagon up and resting for?
Yeah, well, if you head to the Boolean roads, that'll be mostly where like non-farmers and merchants will be staying for now. You should be able to find a space down there in one of the taverns. They're all quite upmarket, so you might have to be paying a little bit more than you're necessarily comfortable with. But if you're a stage rolling performance, you've probably got the money. The cart you can keep in the upper city. There'll be cart wagon stations somewhere. They'll all be quite busy, but they will find a space for you there.
Bullion Road, logical.
I was back on, boys.
It's a little math joke for me.
Like gold bars and bullion, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I would
Well, Boolean cubes are very square, aren't they? That's
Boolean
No maths.
logic is. Anyway.
Silence maths, boy.
Well, you are waved through, and frustrating for Balrick specifically. You are in traffic jam for a while. Some of you can get off and go wandering if you wish, but the car itself is in a traffic jam.
You guys go explore. Find us that tavern down Bullion Road. I'll get us parked
I
up.
know where it is.
While we're stationary, I'm going to stay in the cart and see if I can get the glyph ready to be activated.
You're going to stay in the back, curtains drawn.
That's
In the middle of a city, practicing new magics. In the heart of the Empire's breadbasket.
yeah.
Curtains are
It
drawn.
shouldn't explode.
Feel free to give me an Arcana check.
Don't use the word
Do roll it
explode here.
at disadvantage, though. You're not in a really decent situation for this.
Well, one was a natural 20.
I swear to God, if you explode our cart in the middle of the Empire's breadbasket and commit a significant act of domestic terrorism.
The other one was 17, so 22.
22. I'm going to say you can only tick it up one at this point because, as I say, you're kind of doing this in a cart. What I will give you, and we'll kind of say that you're doing it on the journey as well. What I will say is, like,
stationary.
Yeah, as you kind of like, but it's not like you're still moving. It's just traffic jam.
Yeah, but it's on a cart, you're moving more.
It's like,
Yeah. That's the problem. Yeah, because it's not like a smooth car that you can just like. It's like horse clunk.
Onwards, horse, bang.
I think all of you will notice as you're wandering through the space, at least in two different instances. Arquen and Balrick would be the two to spot it first, especially with Tauri distracted. There are some recognizable bronze conical spike-like structures that have been stationed around the city. Arquen, you might not recognize it thinking about it. I don't think you've seen these before.
Bollocks.
The rest of you, though, do recognize these from that night in San Roy Car, when the rings of Karakash were present. and use these things that you catch as you're like wandering around from various conversations called bronze bells. They were used by the Rings of Karakash to execute practitioners of magic.
Does Aderyn appear to look at them in like any different way, or?
I think Aderyn is just gonna go quiet when she sees them.
I haven't noticed anything.
You're inside the cart.
Yep.
Sits in the cart like Zinthos Catoria.
No, it's more like, oh shit! Oh fuck my head! Shit! I bent the inscription tool slightly. Hold on.
Yeah, I think Leslie's gonna just try and put a reassuring hand on Aderyn's shoulder. And sort of try and, I don't know, if they're like on one side of the street, kind of try and like use body to kind of shield her from seeing them. Although I guess they're kind of all around.
It's not like there's dozens in the streets, but you notice in like certain like plazas and cross sections, like they've been placed kind of in public spaces.
We're just passing through, right? We won't be here long.
If the night, yeah.
Well, asking around, you're pointed towards a tavern called the Happy Seagull. You head that way. It's towards the river end of the Boolean Roads. The Boolean Roads kind of like banks along the northwestern edge of the city, so you kind of like you're traipsed around quite a while as people are like, no, sorry, this tavern's full, this tavern's full, this tavern's full. And you're all the way around towards the Happy Seagull. The upper city, the kind of small hill that sits in the center of the city, kind of blocks your view of Rashan's Rock, Ximori. But you do find the Happy Seagull, which is a decently made up tavern, kind of light blue painted front with terracotta tiling along the roof. As you walk in, you find a tavern that is slightly busy. As I say, you've managed to find one of the last ones that seems to have open spaces. As you walk up, there is a half-elven gentleman, very well groomed chin beard, behind the bar, serving up a couple of people. And as you walk up, oh, how can I help? Looking for drink, food, beds for the night?
Correct.
All of the above.
Yeah, wonderful. Love a full house customer. Well, we've got, and he pulls up a leather book, throws it on the table. We got 2 rooms, 2 doubles, and a single left for the night, as it is currently.
Why is it there's never enough room for the lot of us when we go anywhere?
Sorry, kind of busy time of year, you know.
6 of us.
They want us to share the beds.
There's quite a lot of us, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it's just, more bed sharing, I guess.
We'll take it, thank you.
Cool. It's
it means sleeping under the cart.
It's 3 silver a night for the doubles and 2 for the single. So that's 8 silver if you're just staying for the night.
Yeah, I think just the one night.
Slide him a gold.
We can open up a tab behind the bar
here's-
as well for any food or
here's,
drink that you need.
Okay. Let's go with
Please.
5 gold, and we'll keep the night going. We'll make sure we get a good eating.
No need for a tab. You're sorted up for the night. Will include food. You'll have breakfast in the morning as well. Swipes
Thank you
the
very
5.
much.
Marks it up. Hands you
I suppose
3
you could,
keys.
I suppose you could sort of put it as like a to-go.
Oh yeah, certainly we can pack some stuff up for you. There won't be a problem.
That's great. Thanks. People are so polite to you when you have money.
You can see. Actually, none of you have good insight. Never mind. I'll tell you what, Aderyn. I think you can see that he kind of. Are you walking around with your staff and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can tell that he gives you a little bit of an uneasy look. I wouldn't say a dirty look, but he does like clock you a little bit.
I'm going to, like, as subtly as I can, kind of lean into a leg and pretend I'm sort of limping a little bit.
Okay.
With this staff-topped big crystal.
All right, just
Well, it's gotta be decorated.
How old and decrepit.
no funny business if you don't mind. I
grandmother.
don't particularly want to bring any of that attention down on the tavern.
No funny business from us.
Wouldn't dream of it.
We're just here to drink, eat, and then go out the next day.
Okay, appreciate it. Well, here are your keys. Hand you 3 keys. They are all on the same floor, at least. This is it does have 2 stories for buildings, but you're on the second floor, or first floor, sorry, for you guys.
We're not American.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're on the first floor. You can head up. Because you are in the nicer part of town, the rooms are quite nice. I would describe it as Premier Inn, not Holiday Inn, if you know what I mean. Kind of quality of spaces. You do
do
have
the big Lady Henry dive back into the bed.
It breaks.
It's made of
I
a
don't
solid
think
piece of
I've ever
stone. My
been
back
to
shattered in half.
yeah, you can decide who is sleeping where and how you let Balrick and Tauri know where you are. Balrick and Tauri, you do eventually get a place to station the wagon. Because of how busy it is right now, it is 5 silver to station the wagon for 1 night. And it'll like stick it.
Feed included?
Predatory price.
Feed, feed is included in all that. There's a communal supply of
Like
hay.
that.
I love that Ulrich's energy is like annoyed dad trying to pick up a higher car after a long flight.
And no one's gonna touch it. Decal's gonna be fine. You know, no scratches. I'll be checking.
That scratch wasn't there.
We got hundreds of carts a day to deal with.
Alright.
We'll do what we can.
Alright. I've counted out my supplies. You know, I can't have anyone fiddling about with it.
Certainly. We'll
Alright. No trust.
You sort that out. Yeah. How do you guys get a hold of Balrick and Tauri?
Or it does
I'm going
retrieve.
to outside.
How far away are they from us?
They're in
We
the
know-
center of the city. You're on the far side. I do have.
Right, Tauri, let's head down to that Boolean road place.
How
that
many
we were
miles?
mentioned.
What's the range on your
How
miles?
many miles is a good point? Like 6.
Yeah, but what level are we? Are we 6?
You're level 8.
Level 8.
We're level
8.
8. So,
Is it 8 miles then?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. I don't have my map book on me. I can't find it. There is a map of Brecklin City.
On the other hand, me and Tauri do know where to go.
Yeah, you can
we head
wander
up down
towards the
Boolean.
Boolean roads and get there. And again, Tauri, now you do also see these bronze bells stationed up. I think as you two are walking, I think total between everyone, you've clocked 3 of them around the city, but you've only been like the center and northwest quadrant. You do.
They're like they
Tauri,
erect one when somebody is executed and then leave it up, or so there's been 3 executions, or
You don't particularly
No idea.
know at this point.
do we?
All
do we
you
see
can
the
assume is that
people?
the rings of Karakash have passed through here and had
But we-
some sort of influence.
But we don't see any of the rings themselves. Just the aftermath.
Make me a perception check.
Well, I'll have my eye out for suspicious
I'll
folks.
go and
That's
stand
good.
outside in a large enough space that... An obvious enough space that Balrick will see me in a crowd.
Turn into a demon, wait
21.
till they hear the screams.
21.
21. I think looking around, you do see a couple of people with... I think you see one group of like 3 people bearing ring tattoos on them, dressed in kind of quite simple, kind of like grey cloud-like attire. That makes you think that there might be some people here who are affiliated with them, but it's not like they're running the city and have taken it over. I think you can perhaps piece together the information that you got from Kalkarth that a large swathe of rings of Karakash passed through Kalkarth, heading north towards the Tyson Sea a few weeks ago.
Hey, keep your head down, Hardy.
These assholes again.
We avoided them last time. There's not many of them this time. Right, let's get to the hotel.
Cool.
I think I spot Ximori over there.
Yeah. You spot Ximori. You are shown in. It's starting to gather a number of people in the lower taverners, because by the time you got here, it was heading towards sundown anyway. So like the communal meal will be served soon in the bottom area of the Happy Seagull, and you're all reconvened. You have your rooms upstairs. Up to you what you'd like to do.
Right. First time in the city. What is there to do?
Sleep and drink here.
Then
I want to get to the roof as it gets to twilight.
Mm-hmm.
So as it gets dark, I want to get to the roof. And is it a tallish building, or is there a lot of buildings taller, or normal height?
It's about average for the street that you're on.
It's basically, will people be able to see the roof very clearly as it gets darker?
As it gets darker, I would say yes-ish. It seems to be as like the sun is starting to set that a number of lanterns are being lit around the city. So it is a relatively well-lit city, and there are other buildings of a similar height in and around the street, as well as where you are relatively close to the outer wall of the city, which does kind of sit above the buildings here. So anyone walking on the upper wall would be able to see that.
Lanterns create shadows, and they don't put lanterns on roofs generally, they put them where people walk. So,
That's fair.
I will whittle Dirk down.
Can you make a stealth check for Deck, please?
Hey, can we hear what that whistle sounds like?
Not on Discord, you can't.
Oh yeah.
Give us it in the form of a do.
It's a dog whistle. It's very clearly too high pitched for all of us to hear.
I would say, yeah, it's too high pitched for anyone to hear. Which is why I'm not making a stealth check.
Dial-up sound.
Why I'm not making the stealth check. It's you wouldn't understand it. You wouldn't understand it because the whistle's in Draconic.
Yeah.
I speak Draconic.
Yeah, you don't speak Draconic.
It's this little thing.
It's with Draconic, yeah. Yeah, gets a stealth
I like Draconic before it was cool.
Do I get to give him advantage? Or no, I don't. It's 15.
There's no way to give him advantage.
But it's in darkness, so other people to perceive him should have disadvantage.
They didn't roll particularly well for guards. They are watching outside the city walls. They're not watching from above. So Deck is able to step down and...
As he gently steps down, I'll just bring him close and I'll be like, look, there's not going to be much place to look around. There's not many places for you to hide around here. I think it's safer if you stay outside the city and fend for yourself for a bit. We'll be alright.
You can see him point towards the direction of the large rock to the southern eastern side of the city, towards the river.
Hey, that's a good idea actually. Yeah, that's a great place. We shouldn't be here more than a day. Meet us outside the city, outside the southern edge. Midday tomorrow, maybe a bit later. Keep an eye out. Get yourself a viewpoint, you'll see us.
Okay.
Try and get yourself something to eat as well. I don't have anything for you here. It's only wagon. I'm sure you'll find yourself something out in Wales.
I can hunt.
Good bit. Yeah. Have a go. Maybe get a bit further upstream. Hey.
You see, there's this glint of excitement in his eyes, and he just. You okay?
There's a lot going on. Oh. Busy. I'm doing good.
Together.
Teasing.
dents you with his massive head.
Oh.
Knocks you off the roof.
He's a big boy.
Yeah,
He's now a big, large horse. He's a shy horse.
you can see him like the wings come out and he goes to take off. I think Derek is not
He levitates.
He is wearing the saddle and stuff as well now.
Yes. He's getting comfortable with it. He's still not 100% happy with it, but he's getting like used to just being it without you being on top, which helps. As he departs, there is like as some of the tiles underneath his feet do crack and like scatter off and head down to the pathway below, where a couple of people like, what the hell was that?
That's a big ass vulture.
Somebody gets fucking knocked out.
Tiles. And Derek, you see Derek bank off towards the river. Again, he's not the most subtle thing in the world. Someone's bound to see him, but at this point, rumours have been spreading around that there has been a crystal drake in Girdopras, in Calcare, and in Andalon.
The main thing is to avoid associating it with a hood while we're in a city.
Yes.
So we don't get tagged.
I think to you, maybe Balrick, to Tauri as a bit of a storyteller as well, you do wonder how much this will spread to the stories being of multiple crystal drakes popping up across the Empire, not just one in multiple places.
We've moved through a lot of cities, so like that's not normal.
In 2 months, you've been in
four.
Or at least you've been in 3 different Grand Province capitals in 2 months.
Oh.
We're essentially like encouraging the Crusades here. They're like, we're going to go on a crusade. Okay, day of the setting off the crusade. Yeah, there's crystal dragons everywhere.
I mean, it's quite apparent that you've been in 2 places when their Stormcrest legions have marched off to go to the crusade, and Deck has been on display.
Well done. We've given holy assent to the Crusades.
See what you've done, Chris. You just had to have a dragon, didn't you?
It's hard being Dragon Jesus.
It couldn't have just been a panther, could it? It has to be a dragon.
Really excited to come back in a few months' time and see like signs up saying "Home of the Crystal Drake." And like each of these cities, like we were actually of his.
I saw him, you know. He gave me this scale, and it's just like this random piece of quartz they found.
Also, like my whole
big as a house he was.
My whole Bronze Knight act in the Andamon was quite effective. Maybe we should start thinking about branding for you. I'm talking about you, Balrick, and your grubby little leathers.
I like my leathers.
Let's get you something proper. It's got to be scale, obviously.
I made these leathers. They're mine.
Yeah, we can tell.
No, you didn't make these leathers. You're wearing Ankeg armor right now.
No, yeah, the Ankeg armor. I didn't.
Okay.
I'm wearing an insect.
Well, let's take it to the tailors and get it. You know,
the cloak I made myself.
Just get it spiffed up a little bit. You know.
How do you spiff up insect?
And also, we've got to add some dragon theme to it. Otherwise, you are just an insect warrior, which is a bit of... It's a clashing brand thing, you know.
It's not a brand. Just practicality. Come on.
If we're going to be great heroes
glass of water over to Balrick. Another hard fruit juice.
It's worth noting in your defense, Balrick, the 2 custodians of Long you have run into weren't exactly running scale armor or any means.
No, yeah.
Missed branding opportunity.
Secret society.
Secret society.
Again,
Secret society. Here's our card.
And again, the fact that there's like a secret society of invisible dragon riders out there means that our rumors are fucking nothing compared to like, yeah, I saw a dragon literally like vanish in front of me as it like, and it did the whole predator like thing.
I mean, to be fair, if anything, we're really pissing off the people who've kept their massive dragons secret for years.
You couldn't keep one tiny dragon secret. Anyway.
Well, you all have a fun evening in the bar, I assume. Some of you perhaps staying upstairs, and get an early night.
I think we're going to try and get out. Are we going to try and get out before the traffic jam starts in the morning?
Oh, you won't. It's up at like 3 a.m. for that. Shit starts early around here. It never really stops.
It'll be less, though. It shouldn't be stop start all the way.
What if we cause a traffic jam up the road and down the road, and then we just sneak out?
I mean, you know, like, we're on, like, the inside of the city. We've got to go the entire way around the outside of it to get back to the entrance, like, get back to the exit again, you know? You're sort of on the ring road, you know?
Oh, fucking Aderyn.
You're on the M25.
Is it the M25?
Well, you all settle down for a strong, hopefully restful night's sleep. I think for some of you, you're becoming quite apparent quite how close you are to returning to places of considerable stress. Aderyn, the eyes feel a little closer tonight, let's say, at the moment. But you settle down. You wake up early next morning. Balrick, I assume, banging on everyone's doors at daybreak to get you out.
I went to bed an hour before.
Me and Arquen were drinking heavily into the night.
Like we share a bed and both of us turn like back into full form like when we sleep. So it's like suddenly both two pairs of horns like into stop pulling.
I dip it.
And for the sake of brevity, you head back to your car. Waiting for you as you head out is, unfortunately, at the time that you're leaving, the cooks haven't quite got the fires going yet, so you don't have a kind of hot, greasy pork buns. You just kind of got like cheese and dried meat. You do have the freshly baked rolls. Those are at least there. The bakeries are going. They're all kind
that was about to be the saddest thing you've ever said, that we don't get the hot pork rolls.
No, you don't get the hot pork, but you do get the freshly baked rolls.
We get to put the dry jerky in. Very chewy roll.
The cheese is quite firm, but is at least softening in the kind of the crunchy roll. As you're all wandering through the town. As you're wandering through the town,
Crunchy roll.
You
not sponsored. Not sponsored.
You do pass by Ximori that you would have at least heard about. You'd have never visited it. The one magic shop that was in Brecon City, the one sanctioned magic shop, the Golden Cloak. You would have no idea about it now. It is boarded up and has all sorts of religious iconography, like placed on the boardings and everything.
Well,
as you just kind of wander past a fairly ominous sign of the nature of things here. You grab your cart.
Do you reckon there's alt left in there?
Nah,
I could get in and out before anyone noticed.
No, I mean,
It'll have been cleared out.
If anything, whoever was in there, if there was someone in there, they might have been in that, and I point at one of the bells.
I don't mean someone.
And
I
if
mean
it left, it would have been smashed up.
Yeah, I reckon.
No, they would have smashed that shit up.
Confiscated and destroyed.
The fact that it's not been set on fire is quite surprising.
Well, it is connected to all the other buildings, I guess.
Yeah, fire's in a place full of grain and flour.
Yeah, but mobs aren't exactly clever.
Yeah, true.
I mean, even in Brecon City, the mobs don't set stuff on fires, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, Amhrain
It's
really
like a rule.
like,
the scale guard will
like
fuck you up.
He was building his way this way. Don't worry.
Look, if you're like smoking, if you like a smoking near a silo, the scale guard will fuck you up around here.
I will be honest, the absolute nightmare villain in me really wants to now have Amhrain come here and detonate this place like a nuke. You grab your car, you load on out, and you do head out. You do manage to beat a chunk of the traffic. As Ximori said, it still starts early. People are trying to get out all the time. Stuff is moving. But you eventually are back on the road, exit out. And you don't see Derek for a short while. It's not until like halfway through the day that Derek finally turns up. The road at this point kind of winds down towards the riverside. It's not like quite close, you're still about half a mile, but you can see the glinting river there. And it's at that point, when you're a fair distance away from any particular levels of traffic, you do start seeing Derek fly back in, covered in water, with a porpoise clenched between his jaws. Some kind of river dolphin that he has grabbed and is flying back and just chomping on. As he eventually comes down next to you as you continue en route to Mincer, the border city of the Empire. Which is where we'll take a break. And we'll pick up this story in a little bit. And welcome back. We pick up with you on the road to Mincer. It is a couple of days' journey to Mincer upriver. Well, you're not on the river because Balrick.
It'd be less if we took a boat.
We follow.
I mean, if it's getting up into foothills and mountains, it'll start getting like rapidsy, and we're best off avoiding that, you know. It'll be a hassle.
There is a gathering storm front kind of coming slowly throughout the day that just as you start to make camp for the evening does start kind of raining in, and Balrick, you get the sense that this is probably one that's going to stick around for a while as you all kind of sit there. But is there anything anyone would like to do en route to Mincer before you reach the city at the edge of the Empire that will take you to lands beyond?
Would it be possible for me to try and have a look more at the Dwarven Protection Rune to try and replace the necklace that I've got, basically? No, I know I won't get it done in one. I'm on 1 of 4, but it's trying to do another tick.
Oh, so you're trying to reverse engineer the work on the Weirdstone amulet protection that you've got
into the Dwarven runic language, and then create it in the long run. Yeah,
make me a con check.
21.
I think you're working away. I think especially now you have, it's not literally, but like quite a Rosetta Stone-esque element of like you have something that is deep dwarven runic carvings that you're able to start kind of working that translation. I will say it's important to note that you don't have anything to put this thing on should you actually figure it out.
Yeah, at the moment my idea is that I'm actually just drawing the blueprint, as it were. Like step 1 was actually trying to get an idea of how it could work. Step 2 was actually doing a blueprint for it. Step 3 would then be gathering everything, and step 4 would be making it.
Sure. But yes, you are kind of working away at it. I think the next thing for you mainly to figure out is how it's interacting with Weirdstone in particular, because none of the research that you have, even like you've got a little that you've started trying to invent yourself, but none of the research involves Weirdstone in any capacity. Runecraft is done in other materials. You know that Runecraft is always spoken about as like having to be put into resilient materials because it is binding magic into the material. and is having we'll get into the metaphysics of it, but yeah, you need strong materials to do it. But Weirdstone is something else, and yeah, I think the next step for you is really trying to like figure out the nature of Weirdstone and how it'll behave with it all.
Cool.
I'd like to, as we're sort of getting into the, so is Mincer sort of in the, sort of the highlands of the
So Mincer is not actually in the mountains. It essentially sits.
What's its relative elevation?
Still quite low. So the thing with Mincer is that it kind of sits in a cleared out section of woodland that kind of borders both the mountain range and the desert that sits within the Empire, the parched flats. So it's kind of like sheltered in there from the desert winds by this forest, but then like the path that then leads into the mountains goes directly from this city then up. So it then has kind of watchtowers stationed along that up into the mountains itself. The city itself is relatively low, kind of at the river level, but not on the river itself.
Okay. Basically, I just wanted to find somewhere that gives a decent view over the rolling fields of the Empire.
You can definitely get that a little bit on the first day of travel out of Brecklian City as you pass by a small kind of a section of hills and that lot. You'd have to kind of deviate off path, but you can do it.
Yeah. I think it's just sort of leaving the city, going into the onto the road, sort of getting a little bit more contemplative, realizing that this could be the very first time he's ever left the Empire. Doesn't know. Not entirely certain, to be honest. And yeah, sort of doesn't exactly starts thinking, he's like, what's the situation like abroad when it comes to sort of all of the phase stuff? Because I think from his conversations with Amhrain, the situation seems to be, his problem is with the entirety of mortal kind, not just the Empire, even if the Empire is sort of a catalyst by which he sort of started everything.
That would be a debate to be had with people. Some people might have other information.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shame he's so introspective.
He sits on a tree stump and starts growing into it. Oh, wait. Oh, hang on.
Unfortunately, we've already been moved on by that time, and was left there for 1,000 years.
Cool. That's all for now. Back to you in the studio.
I would like to ask Lesley. So, you were worried we'd think less of you, despite everything you know about our stuff.
I think it's one thing to be put into a bad situation by circumstance. I thought maybe you'd think less of me for having left my family, especially Balrick, who didn't get the choice to leave his family, you know?
I mean, were you given the choice?
There were a lot of things that happened before I took the deal that I could have changed to.
Yeah, but I don't think you're worried about us thinking that, Lesley. I think you're worried that you thought it. You thought less of yourself. That.
I did. I still do. This is my greatest regret.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing. Because, it means that, you cared enough to feel bad about it.
Thank you, Ximori.
It'll be worse if you didn't give a shit.
I'm really glad that I found a group of people that I could tell this to and that I was worried about telling it to, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
I'm glad I care what you think. You become my family on the road. My weird dysfunctional family.
Group hug.
Just a weird dysfunctional family of a big man with a lizard. A person with so many eyes in them.
Does that mean we'll
Tauri.
get your family too?
Oh, Aderyn, you are going to love Lesley Jr. He is a delight. He is just the spice little thing. And he loves being thrown in the air and spun around. And he knows the song.
I can throw people in the air. I'm real good at it.
He knows the lyrics to every Bun Valley song. He's known them since he could toddle, since he could talk.
Oh, that is a good upbringing.
It's the only way.
I must admit, I'm kind of fascinated to see what your kid looks like. Like, what does a mini Lesley look like, you know?
He also has the moustache.
Yeah.
I don't think the moustache is there yet. We used to draw one on him when he was younger, when he came to watch me coach.
How old would he be now?
It's just turned 6 before I left.
Oh. That's really small.
Very small.
And he can like
incredible
walk and
what tiny
everything
they
already.
are.
Yeah. I can't
Mum
remember when I was
after
6.
You can't remember? Surely you can remember when you were 6.
That was like over 100 years ago, Lesley.
Oh shit! Forget how old you are.
I can't, and that was not 100 years ago.
Can you remember how old?
Well, how would you know?
Well, that's the thing. I have no idea how long the gap is between death and rebirth.
I will
Could have
say,
been 100 years.
Koromar is a Dragonborn, recognized you. And Dragonborn have the lifespan of humans. So still, it could have been a decade or so.
Yeah. Could be an older man now.
Oh, you got one of those faces.
Ageless. Well, literally now, possibly.
Literally, maybe.
So if we're like heading down all that, Aderyn, are we going to meet your family too?
Well, I have my father and the rest of his band. We'll go to my mother's grave. She would like that. She likes when people talk to her through the ground. I think she died quite a few years ago. Illness, contagious diseases. It's what happens, Balrick, when you go into the sewers and you don't wash your hands. Or,
we never went to the sewers in Breckley, and I've heard they're fantastic.
No.
Oh, they are. You should see them, really. It's
the grain
thing of
stored.
beauty. Very clean. As sewers go,
But eat your dinner off them. Says the local rats.
Yeah, most of all, like my mother. She was very nice. She was a bit like you, Balrick, actually. But then also a bit like Lesley.
Oh, and grey.
Like Lesley when she drank.
Less
like
tall and less
Balrick
grey.
when she didn't.
Sounds like an amazing woman, and she raised a wonderful daughter. I'm sure she'd be very proud of you.
I would have had more time with her if I hadn't had to leave Riverhold. But at least I got to spend the last few of her days with her. Much too.
Why did you have to leave? You might have told me.
Just they didn't want me there. At all. I think
They're idiots.
I was not as in control of my powers. They were newer back then. And yeah, they didn't like.
How many people did you blow up?
Not many. I might have once accidentally made Tabitha's hair go on fire, but that was her own fault.
Wow, I was joking. I was trying to lighten the mood. You burned someone alive.
No, I didn't. It was just like a tiny bit.
Oh.
I chucked her in the river straight away. It was fine.
That's alright then. What are they complaining about? A little bit of fire between friends?
She would provoke me. It was her fault. She would. I think I would have been more in control if we didn't try to make my powers come out. Tabitha and the other girls. Some of the boys too.
What would they do? To try and make it...
They would call me names and push me around sometimes. They would lure me into traps, lock me up, throw things. Just, things to try and get my power out.
They sound really horrible.
Imogen can be very cruel.
Sorry.
It's okay. Then I would accidentally do things with my powers, and then obviously all the others would not want me there, which I understand. Still annoying. The others I can mostly forgive, but Tabitha, she really, really had it out.
Will we see Tabitha in Riverhold?
I think it's because she never knew who her father was, and obviously my father is very famous, so, she's just a bastard bitch.
Jealousy. Yeah.
And her nose is very ugly too.
Could be the milkman, the
fair,
baker, the candlestick maker.
I make her look very nice in the doll.
And as someone who's been on the end of your, stuff, if you did it to her now, her head would probably pop like a watermelon.
Maybe let's not do that so we don't get thrown out of a country.
Right,
I'm not saying we should do it.
Yes, you are.
I'm just saying,
not even be there
if
anymore.
Aderyn wanted, she could take the little bit she had been ruining her life when she was younger and make her turn into a blood fountain. I'm not saying she should.
If I had been there, maybe I could have done something to help my mother not get the disease. Instead, I was, learning to party with my father, which was also nice. But we might not see Tabitha. She always bragged about the fact that one day she was going to marry someone and leave Riverhold and, live her better life. I doubt it, though. She was very, very ugly with that nose.
Ugly, no father, zero prospects.
I was trying to do something similar when I moved up to Brecklin City, when I was youngish. Well, it wasn't quite Brecklin City. I didn't get that far, but I thought leave the old hometown, find a new, more exciting life, and I did. Eventually.
Maybe too exciting, Ximori.
Not a boring life.
It's probably fine.
Probably.
If anything, fairly unique.
Well,
yeah, gotta give it uniqueness.
It made us all meet, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
What about you, Tauri? You never really share a lot about your life or your family.
I mean, to be fair, I think that's because I think I'd make you not feel guilty. Or bad. My childhood was nothing special, but nothing bad like yours. I mean, my father's a bit of a
My childhood
dick.
wasn't bad, it was great.
Can you remember it?
I remember being sick, so...
After the age of 13, 14, it comes into a bit more focus.
So do you still talk to your parents, Tauri?
I still send letters back home, mostly to my mother. My father and I had a small disagreement over things. He seems to favour a useless brother of mine because he's the firstborn son and he is archaic in some ways.
Stupid.
Archaic. He has a very shrewd business sense, but His family seem
But a
to
dick.
insist that only firstborn sons can inherit everything, unlike most reasonable places.
Well, that means you just need to get rich enough to buy it off of him and ruin your brother, and then...
Or
Oh, it won't matter. My brother's a drunkard who's spending all the money on wine, so I'll be able to buy it cheap in a couple of years.
Or, if we want to take a leaf out of Aderyn's book for when she finally sees Tabitha, blood fountains?
No, because there'll be paperwork involved, and there's a second-born son who gets it, and I'm not doing it either way.
So wait, how many
How many
siblings
born
do you have?
sons are there between you and it?
There are two younger brothers.
Are you the oldest?
And
Yes. There are two younger brothers, but in my father's eyes, men are the only ones who matter. It's a very big sticking point between the men and the women in our family.
blood fountain?
No blood fountain.
You know I'm only joking. I wouldn't do that to your people's family unless you specifically asked.
You're only half joking, and we both know it.
Well, you've turned out pretty well, Tauri. I knew a girl once who had a father who thought that girls, were not good for many things. And she had some serious issues. She would sleep with anybody.
Was this Tabitha?
No, Tabitha wouldn't sleep with anybody.
Well, she would, but others wouldn't with her, so...
Wait, what? Okay, definitely blood fountain.
For the record, I believe that was saying that Tabitha would want to sleep with anyone, but couldn't. Not the other reading of that sentence.
Also, honestly, in my head, Tabitha's actually like a really pretty, really popular girl. So just Aderyn just hates
Tabitha is Regina George from Mean Girls. Let's be very clear here. That's who she is. This has been codified since she first turned up in this campaign. Favorite random ass adventure in the middle of nowhere.
Arquen's gone quite quiet, just in general, just because,
Can't remember your family.
Well, saw my mother in that vision.
Was she a
She
tree?
was- No, she was an orc, which means that my father must have been a dragonborn.
Oh, because the horns.
Because of the horns and the scales and all of that, yeah. Yeah. And she was a blacksmith. And that's about all I know.
Piercing grey eyes.
Green. I have no idea what colour they were before, but they are like luminous
They're
green.
grey.
Like
Yeah, luminous grey.
I'm gonna start getting him colour corrective glasses.
Can start a clock for you inventing those, yeah?
Hey, Togrim, I know that I killed you and everything, but can you help me out with my colour blindness?
Oh yeah, can I have an update from Togrim?
Where did we
I
leave
know I
it?
kind of did that whole thing to your eye, but could you help mine?
Basically, we're having a very slow conversation about how all of the shit with the trying to get ownership of the massive factory is.
Yeah, we can say over a couple of days, the current state of affairs is that it is going to essentially like a tribunal that is basically going to be weighed up between your claimership of it and the city's ownership of city territory, essentially. At which point it would then likely, depending on how the city handles it, it could then go out to public bidding to purchase it anyway at that point. It is still going through kind of arbitration. There's a lot of paperwork. There's also a war on, so this kind of stuff is not exactly taking priority.
That's fine. Can I tell Togrim that that I specifically have some funds available, and I'll put a deposit in a bank in the last city? Or can we say there was a bank somewhere I could have deposited some money?
You can send a money order downriver from Brecklien City if you wanted to. Late that evening, late in the evening that you got there.
Yeah.
Because it's all very well saying deposit money in a bank. It's not a digital system where you can.
Yeah, I know, but I need to check that there's actually a bank for me to give them money to then send the money order.
The Imperial Bank exists. That's where you often get Electrum to buy your magic items.
Yes, but I didn't know if there was one in the city. Is my point.
Major merchant hub.
Sure.
But yes, if you want to send any amount of money downriver to Togrim, stuff will get downriver relatively quickly. For you guys, I think it was about a week and a half or a week to get from Kalka to Zierdothras. On river, downriver, where the wind blows that way for half the day, you can get there in 3 days.
I will send him the equivalent of 89 platinum.
Cool. Okay.
Not as a bribe, but in order to say, for him to try and say, look, we will happily put some. I know it's not a huge amount of money for the city, probably, but to try and say, look, we will put funds in to try and buy the stuff to avoid it going out to tender. Can we have first in?
Yep. That's downriver and Wills. Togrim does mention when you confirm that you said that the day after. He's like, yeah, okay. I think that'll help. To be honest, I've had to hire a lawyer. This isn't my forte.
Togrim. Oh god.
Togrim is swimming in paperwork.
He just says, any luck on that runecraft? Which is his actual interest.
Could I have sent in the money order a copy of my notes for him as well? So everything to do with the runecraft specifically, nothing to do with Weirdstone.
Gotcha.
That I will get in trouble for.
Yep.
Particularly because it's absolutely meant to go to the prince.
Yep.
It's also, you've not done any research since you left the prince. Been travelling for 2 weeks, haven't touched it.
He knows it'll get to him eventually, it's slow.
He expects it to be quicker.
And how am I getting it back to him when I can't exactly send notes to him in the post?
You do own a wizard who knows the sending spell. Well, a sorcerer that knows the sending spell.
Own a wizard.
Own a wizard.
That's your view first, Tauri, as your ownership.
I pulled my sorcerer out of my inventory slot.
I wield Aderyn in two-handed stance.
As Deck continues chewing away at the porpoise that you pulled out of the river, for the evening, you all rest up and prepare for your journey the next day. Aderyn. All that talk of hometown and everything has and the stress of being in Brecklien City and the reminder of your magic and everything has your dreams kind of fitful, and you find yourself in Riverhold. Crowds of people kind of shambling aimlessly through the town. There's no real faces on them or anything. Just crowds of people existing like blurred NPCs at the edges of your vision. But moving through the crowd, you do see a figure dressed in fairly nice floor-length dress, hair brushed and combed, but moving with a purpose through the space that you do recognize to be Tabitha. Standing out as like a singular figure amongst this crowd. Everyone else moving. Roll me a perception check in this kind of lucid state.
That is a 10.
A 10. I don't think what you don't notice as much is the fact that the individuals around you are all kind of moving in repetitive, uniform flow. Your eyes kind of lock on Tabitha, and everything else moving around you fades out. Something's a little off with Tabitha. You're not sure, but she's there, she's present, she's moving through the crowd and heads out of the town towards a place that you're familiar with. It is the town graveyard. She wanders out there. It borders the forest itself. It has iron grate that kind of backs up against the wood and keeps it at bay. Tabitha kind of moves through the graveyard, swiftly, always out of reach and never able to catch up with her, and moves through the iron grate. Before you know it, you've lost sight of her in the mist at the edge of this vision, but you found yourself stumbling forward to a grave that is distant from the rest. Crystal outcroppings of purple, various shades, kind of clamber around a tombstone head, embedded within, cracked through, pushing up from the earth. As you see a gravestone you haven't looked at in quite some time. Roll me a perception check.
Ooh, 21.
You're staring at this thing that seems familiar, but you can't read any of the writing on it. It's still a dream state of some kind. You're poring kind of at it, trying to discern details, and you find yourself just staring at the crystal structure, at the dark earth around it, and the kind of vision refocuses to a opening in the earth, the crystals forming around it into an unlit space beyond. You find yourself staring further and further into that hole. You feel yourself being pulled towards it, stepping in towards it. And you feel something, you see something in the darkness. Seeing is not the right term. You are aware of something within a prescience of a sense of sight that isn't sight. An overextending hand of additional jointed fingers and elbows, and rake thin but not. You look at it from one angle and it fades into nothingness. You look at it another angle and it has dimension, reaching out of this space towards you. Not towards you, though. Past you. Through you. You turn your head to look back the way you came, and you found that you've walked down this tunnel now. You don't remember taking any steps. You see that this hand is the best way you can describe it. It doesn't quite make sense in your head. It's the only way your consciousness can frame it. Reaching towards a geode, a crystalline structure that's not purple like when you walk down here, but is green. Faintly pulsing in this light, like it has a will, like it is responding to whatever this thing pushing through you is responding to it. What do you do in this moment?
I would like to try and touch, like follow the hand and try and touch the green crystal.
As you extend your hand out towards this thing, it begins to take form into a representation of a thing that you recognize. You're able to construct the reality around it, and it looks like the weird stone you've been carrying with you for weeks now. And as you extend your hand towards it, there is suddenly a loud roar and a bellowing noise in Draconic, just shouting, "No!" And you are suddenly snapped out of whatever is happening here, and you find yourself standing in the campsite, reaching into the bag of holding, your brain focused on pulling out the weird stone. Everyone else is asleep around you.
I'm going to jump back and kind of let go. And then I'm going to grab the bag of holding, put the weird stone back in it, and I'm going to go straight to Tauri, and I'm going to wake her up.
In that moment, as you head over to Tauri, Derek kind of has stirred in that moment. His head has kind of snapped up like a guard dog alert to some present form of danger, and does kind of stare as you then walk over to Tauri.
I'll look back at Derek and go, "Wait, no, you can help. You can help, Derek. Okay, so you take this, and I'm gonna kind of tie the bag of holding around Derek's neck. Don't let me touch it, okay? The thing inside, it's your job, I think. The dragoness, she didn't want me to touch it. You can't let me touch it, okay, Derek? Whatever I say or do, don't give it to me."
You okay?
I don't know. I think the eyes, maybe? But if the eyes were inside, then they could be my mother. But my mother is not made out of eyes. My mother only has 2 eyes and doesn't even have eyes anymore because she's dead. So it doesn't make sense. You keep the bag, Derek. Keep it. And I'm gonna go over to Tauri and frantically just wake her up.
What?
The weird stone. I was having a dream. And I don't know why, but all of a sudden I had my hand in the bag and I was taking the weird stone, but I don't think I'm supposed to take it because she roared, Tauri, and I think that means that's the wrong thing to do. And I thought that I was supposed to do things with the weird stone, but what if it's dangerous and I shouldn't be touching it at all?
Yes, it is dangerous. You shouldn't be touching it without supervision. Wear gloves.
No, but Tauri, I didn't know. I was reaching for it.
Tauri is still half asleep and slowly waking up, I wish to stress.
Tauri, you don't understand. I thought I was inside my mother's grave, and then all of a sudden I had it. I had the weird stone.
Okay. Talk me through it.
Okay, so in my head we have the eyes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they want me to go into this big dark thing, and I don't know what it is. It's like a void, and there's loads of them, and there's this figure, and it's big, and I think it's just one thing with lots of eyes instead of lots of different eyes like I thought. But then there's also the purple, the crystal cave, and there's the dragon, and it's the dragon, but the dragon won't tell me its name. And the dragon does not want me to follow the thing with the eyes, and I think the thing with the eyes is bad, and I think the dragon is good, and I think the thing in the eyes, it made me think that I was in my mother's grave, and inside it was just touching the green thing, and I wanted to touch the green thing, but then the dragon roared in my head and it woke me up, and I was grabbing the weird stone from the bag.
Okay. Step 1. Don't go near the weird stone. At least by yourself. We know that you have an attunement to it, I think is the best way to describe it. At least compared to everyone else we know.
What if it's not me? What if it's the eyes and I'm just a body for the eyes?
Do you know anything about the eyes?
They're very noisy.
Nothing about folk tales or things that they're from, information, where you've seen them, where they've come from?
No, but they see things, and sometimes I see things because they tell me they see them, and then I see them. Like how I could see something strange about Arquen, or I can see the line between Balrick and Dirk.
Are you sure that's not just the eyes allowing you to see something that your gifts already do?
I'm not someone who should have gifts, that's the thing. I'm just...
Your gifts is your magic.
But I didn't always have my magic. I'm a nobody, and
Your magic?
all of a sudden I had the magic, and I don't think it's mine.
Can I do a detect magic to try and confirm if she's a warlock or a sorcerer? It's not going to happen.
Who the fuck knows?
Sure. You throw detect magic up. I mean, Aderyn doesn't. People don't tend to radiate magic from detect magic, right? So I don't think you get much in this moment from this. I think it poses the question to you of everything that you've heard about Aderyn, where she wandered into a forest when she was, equivalent of a teenager? Came back having not remembered any of that and had uncontrolled magical powers. You don't know. You've never encountered a warlock. To be honest, you've never encountered a sorcerer. Or at least an untrained one.
No, but I've met sorcerers.
Yeah.
In passing. Does it feel like a similar thing for her?
What's her class, Gethin?
What is my class?
Roll me an insight check.
Am I about to unlock a secret card?
Been sitting on this for ages. It's been leveling up the whole time.
That is...
I'd like to roll for... What the fuck are you?
23.
23. It is not like the handful of sorcerers you have met. And again, this isn't even necessarily coming from the detect magic. This is purely from the conversation and the way it's described from Aderyn. The sorcerers that you know of, the way that they are mentioned, it is an element... It's classically a bloodline thing. It is somewhere in your heritage a magical entity sits there. It's why they're not necessarily viewed in great regard in the Empire, because the whole origin thing is the questionable part. But it also doesn't sound like the way you were told a warlock exists, right? A warlock is a pact with it. You give something back to gain something, and Aderyn hasn't been giving anything back per se, hasn't been compelled to do things per se. I think the thing that I will give you with that detect magic is, as much as Aderyn is a singular entity, perhaps one element of the reason why there is chaos in her magic, and it's not to do with her or anxiety or lack of training or anything like that, it's because there might be some warring elements that are providing that magic within her.
I'm gonna guess you've never had training in spellcraft.
Well, one of the bandmates in my father's band, he gave me the staff and said that if I focused on the staff and pretended like it was coming from the crystal, that would help. That's it.
Okay. So, in addition to us teaching you how to be a researcher, we might need to teach you some of the basics of magic. Maybe that will help you have a better thought process or mental stability for the magic.
Okay.
Do you know much about magic?
I know some people are born with it, and I know some people learn it, but not everybody can learn it because it's very hard.
How does the magic... How do you learn it? How do you cast...
It's like my feelings. Like, I feel something, and then the feeling goes into my head, and from my head it goes into all of the eyes, and then the eyes look at something, and then I see it happening, and it just happens.
Does the dragon you've met have any dealings with your magic?
I don't know. I think I tend to make things that are purple, like the dragon, but maybe that's because that's what I want it to be. It would be easier if the dragon talked to me more, but not very.
Have you tried talking to the dragon?
Mm-hmm.
How?
In one of my dreams, once, the dragon was inside the cave and it was very close to me, and it told me not to go into the hole. And then I asked for its name.
Have you tried reaching out to the dragon like you do with a hag?
No.
It feels like Tauri is a tech support going through. Like, have you
tried turning it on and off and on again?
Only a single basic like spell. Have you tried channeling your power in any reasonable, respected manner?
When you cast a spell, does a pop-up come up on screen?
Do you use Linux, Windows, or that godforsaken Mac OS?
I use a computer, says Aderyn.
That would be on par.
Look, I can't make the button for the email work.
No, that's the monitor.
Email?
You're trying to turn off the monitor. You need to turn on the computer. But that is the computer. What are you talking? No, it's the thing that's next to your desk.
I want you to pick up the mouse. There's mice in here.
Yeah, it's the rat on Arquen's shoulder.
Oh,
I got it, Buzz!
why did you try doing it now?
Um,
I'm making tea.
Hello? What?
is it? I will feel very stupid when it doesn't work. And I guess I've just
Why?
always used my energy into keeping the voices out. Not that it works. I mean, I guess I can
Here's my
try.
question. What do you have to lose? If you think it's not going to work and it doesn't work, you've lost nothing.
Okay. Well, it did talk to me. Well, I think roared, screeched in my dream just now. So maybe it's in a talking mood.
See what happens. I'll give her a bardic inspiration as well.
She does have the D10 bardic from the festival.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I do. I will sit down next
Amhrain
to
inspiration.
Tauri.
Amhrain inspiration.
And she will try to cast sending to the dragon.
Okay. What'd you say?
Do you know the dragon's name?
No! It wouldn't tell me, I think. Unless I remember incorrectly. I'm pretty sure it didn't tell me the name. I'm gonna say... I heard your warning. I won't touch the green stone. If you can hear me, please. I would like to talk. Your Eminence. How do you address a dragon?
No,
That's
toothiness.
also in there. How do you address a dragon?
Other than Derek, which is just Derek.
Except for a mouthful of paupers.
It sees too much. You should return with haste. I will be expecting you.
Okay, wait. Are you always in my head?
You cast another sending?
Yeah.
No. But I have been keeping on watch. Time for that experiment is over. Return, or I will find you.
Aderyn's gonna, hold herself back from asking another question because she's scared of the answer. She's just gonna open her eyes and she's kind of her color is drained a little bit. It worked. I don't know if the dragon is happy or not. It said
So it
that...
spoke to you?
Yes. It said the weird stone sees too much, and that I must go to the forest soon, and if I don't, the dragon will find me.
I mean, we're heading that way anyway, so providing it's willing to wait a bit, and we can find it.
It said something else that I'm
What
not
did it
sure
say?
about. It said something about an experiment.
I mean, I have no idea. It's a dragon.
But what if I'm the experiment?
What if the Weirdstone is the experiment? We can postulate and theorize all we want, but we are missing a lot of information.
Yeah, but if the Weirdstone's the experiment, I don't mind. If I'm the experiment and it turns out that the experiment has not gone well, I don't know if I want to go to the forest.
Do you want to deal with the eyes, though? What if the dragon can help deal with that issue?
Yeah. So I guess we shouldn't touch the Weirdstone or research it anymore. At least for now.
I mean, I think we need to just make sure you don't start playing with it.
I gave it to Dirk.
Researching it is still needed, so we can possibly try and work out what's going on.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Well,
slow, careful, and methodical.
I'm going to wake all the others. You need to get ready. We need to leave right now.
What time is it?
Still the middle of the night. You think Ximori's probably gonna come out of their trance soon?
I don't think we can move yet. It's a little dark for those of us who can't see in the dark. Like ox and horses.
But if we're not
Livestock.
fast enough, the dragon might get angry.
The dragon, I suspect, will know you are moving towards it.
Okay.
As long as we keep moving towards it, and we don't dally, which is something we are known to do, so we'll just need to avoid that, then I'm sure it will be fine.
Okay. You go back to sleep if you need then, Tauri. I'm just gonna prepare, make sure that we're ready to leave in the morning. Thank you. And Aderyn's just gonna give Tauri a hug.
Tauri will do like an awkward one back, because we all know what Tauri's like. She's me in female form.
And is still lying down on the ground?
Yeah.
No.
Tauri's been doing this whole thing just like this. Just like, for fuck's sake.
No, because she sat up because she started making tea.
Oh, yeah, you did so.
They had this whole conversation 5 feet away from us. All of us are awake. Wow. It's quite the revelation.
She's gonna go just fuss about and prep. She's not gonna go back to sleep because she's a bit worried that she'll try weird things again. But she is gonna send one of. Oh yeah, go on.
Deck does pad over to where you are, and does like a Great Pyrenees dog, just kind of encircle you at this point. And you notice he too is not going to sleep either. He's resting, but there's always just one eye constantly roving.
I'm gonna ask Dirk. Dirk, what do dragons like?
Puss.
I like food. I like you. Balrick.
And
Fuck you too, Dirk.
That's how it is, Dick. Just so I hit you with a crowbar that one time.
If you were to get a gift,
I don't know. Balrick got me this, and he shimmies with the harness and saddle on him.
and it looks very nice on you, Dirk. Also, your talking is so much better now.
Practice.
It's nice to be able to talk with you.
I like The stars.
Stars.
Shiny.
Shiny things in the sky. Thank you. That helped. To kind of like pet Derek and just keep fussing about.
Tell us, wild orphan, what do the high society people like?
Quite literally.
He's a teenager. Get him a Switch.
Derek doesn't have an understanding of the finest points of finer points of dragon society. Derek likes dolphin.
Told him to go fishing. You went fishing.
Also, if Derek speaks like Old Draconic, is that what Balrick speaks as well?
That's what
Which
Balrick
means
speaks.
he doesn't speak conversational Draconic.
Not
just
at all. We're talking like...
Is it like Old English or is it like Latin?
It's... It is to if you were to put Draconic as English, it is like Old English. But also Draconic in this setting is Latin, so that's why that analogy doesn't quite work.
Yeah.
It's almost like if it was... well, I don't know. What did Latin stem from? Who's the etymologist?
Proto-Indo, European.
Yeah, there you go.
Sanskrit.
Yeah. That's essentially what it is. Like, those of you who speak normal Draconic can, like, grab, like, elements here and there. But a lot of Derek and Aderyn's conversation happens telepathically, which is why it kind of buzzes and works. Well, the morning does come. Dawn crests the horizon. It does not make it much brighter. The rain has continued through the night and the cloud cover has lingered. There is a stiff breeze traveling parallel with the river that kind of like brings you all to consciousness. Makes lighting the fire a little tricky this morning, but eventually you do have some food, and if you wish, get on your way to Mincer.
Arquen's on a healthier shade of green with the water. Ah.
Yeah, Aderyn's like rushing people.
I come
like
out from under my sleeping
like,
blanket.
Quick, must leave. Do not anger the dragon. Go, let's go. Set off.
Derek?
What dragon?
What, Derek? He's fine. Look at him.
Derek is like half asleep.
Dragon are you going on about?
I like his guys. His like legs are like a dog on its back.
I still haven't come out of my like sleeping of my trance blanket that stops me, stops people seeing me.
Shame blanket.
We just see the bottom bit of your legs, like a little bit of snout.
It's the bottom bit of the black rectangle.
Anyway, what are you on about?
Dragon must go. Angry. Aderyn's just like incoherently just muttering to herself, so she'll probably just let Tauri explain to her.
Hang on. Hang on. Aderyn, I say directly into your head.
Hi.
Can you try explaining with words? Hi, how you doing? You're doing that thing where you don't speak words out your mouth. Good.
Oh, yes, last night. Bad, also good. Already helped. Weird stone. Can't touch it. It sees too many things. And I finally spoke to the dragon, like, through my head. Like, I started the conversation, and it answered.
You spoke to a god?
The purple one. And it said we have to go to the forest really fast, or it's going to come looking for me. And I can't tell if it was angry or not, so we have to hurry.
I come back out again from Aderyn's mind. Come out from under my thing, looking like... almost like Ximori, not quite there yet. Aderyn spoke to God! Or like... a dragon? A god
Like the god dragon?
Tauri words. No, not the god dragon. Tauri words, right. Good, please.
Aderyn had a dream vision, I suppose is probably the best way to put it, last night, to do
Speak
with...
common!
This isn't common.
These are perfectly understandable words.
To do with these eyes that she has mentioned before.
Right.
At the end of the dream, as she was trying to reach for something, the purple dragon who she has, the amethyst dragon, I suppose, more, that she's mentioned in the past, that we've done research on before, told her to wake the fuck up.
I guess that sounds more grandiose than Purple Dragon.
And when she woke, she discovered she was in the process of trying to do something with the weird stone. So, A, we don't know. She woke up before anything happened other than her trying to get it. So, step 1, nobody let Aderyn touch the weird stone at all.
I think...
Where's the weird stone?
Bag of holding.
You're muted.
Dirk currently has it around his neck.
Yeah, you see the bag of holding like stuffed into the armor, like saddle that Dirk's got.
So, shall we set a guard during the night so that Aderyn doesn't start sleepwalking?
I think Dirk is going to stop Aderyn from going near it. Aderyn might lose a hand.
Do we... Now, and I say this in Draconic to Derek, it's like, now Derek, I do apologise for what I'm about to say. Do we trust completely for Derek, who we know to be a very heavy sleeper, or at least a very loud snorer, to fully...
Derek vehemently denies that he snores.
I like bare my fangs at him.
That gets to his full height, which is taller than you.
I bear my fangs as the second set of jaws appear.
So, yeah, do we trust Derek to fully be able to prevent Aderyn from... We have to assume this was something, possibly the eyes, whatever, trying to get Aderyn to do something that we can probably say would be bad, adverse.
Yes.
I think it might be healthy.
The eyes were the dragon.
No,
I thought they were two separate things, weren't they?
Yes. So
the dragon doesn't. The dragon's just got the two eyes, right?
But what's with the big eye on Aderyn's? I thought the big purple eye on Aderyn's chest.
I think that's just a gem, isn't it?
No, there's a
tattoo.
There is an eye and
fire
there is a gem.
Yeah, but I thought the fire opal and the tattoo were separate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the tattoo about?
Aderyn?
What is the tattoo about?
I know where the gemstone came from.
Where is the tattoo from, Aderyn?
Oh, the tattoo guy from one of the clubs my dad plays in.
The tattoo shop.
I wanted to get a tattoo of the eye because there's so many eyes, and this was the only eye that felt good.
Okay, you got it of your own volition. It's not like it appeared one day.
Well, no. I did get it for very cheap, though.
I'm still quite glad that it's now got like an opal in it, so that it can't see out if it's. But anyway, the price of a dirty tattoo in a horrible club in Karingrad aside, I think it would be healthy to set a guard during the night. Aderyn, you're obviously not included in this because you get a full night's sleep if you want one.
Sleep for I'm unconscious for like 4 hours. Yeah.
Given the fact that
I can just like hold off and wake up like trance like the end of the night. Actually, Aderyn always stays up like really late because of her brain and stuff. So I'll stay up as well.
But it basically
when Aderyn goes to sleep, I'll stay awake.
Whatever it is, was trying to get Aderyn to do something unconsciously, which is not good. So I think we also need to hide the bag of holding.
I
think leaving it with Dirk will stop Aderyn from getting it.
I can keep the bag of holding hidden.
It's better if she just doesn't know where it is, correct?
I can do that.
So if she doesn't know where it is, how do we know how do we get anything out of it? During the day, during the night?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff in there.
Things.
I'll have it on me during the day, and I'll hide it during the night.
So we cannot access it during the night at all, yes?
I'll be able to access it.
Yes, so therefore if we need anything, we'll be kicking you awake at all hours of the day.
I'm a light sleeper.
It's true, to be fair.
Just get whatever you need out of it.
In the auditorium where I kind of threw him down the stairs, but...
It's just precautionary measures that I don't see why we can't just implement anyway.
I think.
Okay, so...
Maybe, what about we have someone stay up, keep an eye on Aderyn, or maybe we can do, old grandma style, tie a string around grandma, tie a string around you, make sure it's taut when you go to sleep. If she gets up to go wandering around to the neighbour's house, you wake up because the string gets tugged.
I've got manacles.
We don't know how unconscious Aderyn is, so Aderyn might just...
I've got manacles.
Do you want to be manacled together during the night?
I have in the past.
I have too.
Well, Aderyn always stays up pretty late, so if I go to sleep, if I go into my trance at the beginning of the night, then by the time I come out of it, Aderyn will probably be asleep.
Aderyn does have the ability to teleport, so I'm going to also hide the bag of holding.
Yes.
Whether she can teleport out of manacles or not, don't know.
Okay, so how about if when Aderyn goes to sleep, I wear the harness that makes her brain hurt if she tries to do magic?
That means you need to stay 15 feet away from a lot of us.
It hurts my brain too.
Just go with the guarding and the hiding for now, shall we? It's simple. It's not as hard as it seems. Just guard and hide. Cool?
Bag of holding, gone.
Whoa!
You just turn around thing, and in his hand is a bag of pop.
Magician!
Where is it? Check behind your ear.
Beautiful. I do no magic. So
I pull an axe. Wizard!
I get a 20-something on sleight of hand.
I was going to ask you.
What perception?
22 on sleight of hand.
If it's a perception check, I'd know where it's gone.
Passive perceptions.
Up my ass.
18, yeah.
Technically, you don't do a bag of holding, just the weird stone in it. Does it do weird stuff to things that it touches?
It gives off an essence.
Nah, keep it in the bag of holding, then fuck
I
it.
can hold the weird stone. Yeah.
Right.
I can hold the weird stone. Aderyn's not getting it off me.
Glad that well...
It's in the bag of holding. The bag of holding is on the wagon somewhere. No one knows where.
Let's stop overcomplicating.
I see. It's on the wagon.
Does anyone want a Werther's original? They're also... I've brought them out of the wagon. I have a secret stash.
Can we give one to Deck?
Yes, please.
Deck keeps that getting really stuck together.
Like a horse with a mint.
Well, it's especially weird because you've got to bear in mind the Deck has predator teeth, which are all just sharp fangs.
It's caught on one tooth. He's now like.
His tongue's just going furiously, yeah.
It just sounds like breathing.
That's a good point. What colour is Deck today?
He's a toffee dragon.
Lightning because it's blue because he's been doing water stuff and he wants to camouflage.
Love it.
Nice.
Well,
I love it when Deck's blue.
You get on the road. You
I know that
get
one.
on the road, and you're making good time. Honestly, not much traffic goes this way and that. What traffic you do see seems to be mostly construction material rather than food or anything of that way. It's not before long, Ximori, that you kind of notice where you are. Feels familiar.
Been a while. Let's sort of stare off into the distance a bit.
Short while, bro. There's a turning off, and you can see as it winds away on this kind of relatively flat space as you're starting to reach the edge of the woodland that leads towards Mincer, but like slightly up north from here, you can see like kind of smattering of buildings, low-lying villages, and the like up there.
Balrick, you got any more World's Originals?
I got snacks, I got Imperial Mints as well, I got Humbug.
Oh, I like an Imperial... Well, is it like the actual... Okay, you got me with this before. Is it like an actual like humbug, like the fried humbugs? Or is it the weird sweet?
Oh, it's the weird sweet. The Imperial Mint though, I've got they've been stamped here.
Oh,
they're official.
Can I have one of those?
Yeah, an official Imperial Mint.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, stamped Imperial Mint.
Wow. Eventually, the border fort
silver coin
comes into view at the end. Not at the end, about halfway through your third day of travel. You arrive at Mincer. The tall, dark stone walls hewn clearly from the mountain rocks of Antahina, many of which show quite a lot of age and not great upkeep. Curlings of vine kind of snake up various cracks in the walls and broken off battlements and the like. But more than that, for those of you who have passed through here, will know this quite readily. You can see a large amount of scaffolding, construction work, and that lot taking place. And the city is in a state of, shall we say, repair, rebuilding, redesigning, as you move in. Large supplies of lumber and stones sit outside the city walls, ready to be hauled in where necessary. Not really any scale guard is what grabs your attention. What is instead here is a number of storm crests that are acting as guards. Since this is technically a border fort more than a city, it is actually maintained and ordered by the military rather than just the town guard infrastructure. So as you're passing through, those of you who are familiar with storm crests, these lot are, let's say, ramshackle. Let's just say, not the most well-ironed clothing, not the most highly polished armor. Many of them showing kind of later stages of soldiery. Like, these are the people that are a year or two from retirement and kind of being put out here to age on.
Pasture.
Yes, exactly. You're let through by the guards. There's standard cart inspections, but at this point you know the deal, you know how to hide your stuff. There's no point dealing with that. And you enter into the city of Mincer, which is a building site. There are a handful of buildings still up here and there. The majority of other ones are either in a state of being torn down or a state of being rebuilt, as this city is going over underneath a huge reconstruction for the large project that is happening in tandem with the Loringa Confederacy to build a true mountain pass that is capable of proper traversal rather than the current one that is in place. And so this one is being upgraded to become a proper merchant hub town rather than a military fort. Now you're here, what would you like to do?
I would like to go shopping.
Cool.
The clothes I got, I don't think are really going to be great for the more Mediterranean-esque. Once we get past
that's
the
true.
mountains.
You have the fun challenge that Lesley and Aderyn can tell you about. Is that yes, Lesley and Aderyn you will want to talk to about what the fashion choices are going to be for Loringa and everything you need there. The two of them can also advise that you do have to go through a mountain pass that gets feckin' cold.
Yeah, I forgot about the mountain path.
Can we use our money in Loringa, Aderyn, Lesley?
Oh yeah,
Like,
lots
do you guys
of-
have some like different
Gold.
coin or something?
Gold's gold.
You can use what you have
Well,
now.
I assume it'll stand out
Okay.
that it's Imperial Gold, or
And Imperial Platinum.
I'm pretty
Gold.
sure they
Really
take
cheap.
pretty much everything. They're very.
I imagine people will take it. Gold's gold, but just
Yeah.
gotta be careful where we spend it in case it stands out.
They're very cross-continental
sure,
in
yeah.
Moringa.
But
imagine
then
that
I
they'll-
just
lot
mean
of
if we
trade.
start splashing out a lot of money. If we start throwing around Imperial Platinum, people might go, At the very least, they might go, there's a sucker.
Yeah, they will then look at us as well, though, and see we're a dangerous bunch of bastards.
Yeah, well, they might look at me, they might look at you, and they'll go, oh, what a tough pansy.
Nutted.
Oh, you wanna go? You wanna go?
Lads.
Oh.
Well, Tauri's heading off to go shopping with a couple of instructions of what to look for. Anyone else?
I will wait until we've actually worked out where we're going to stay, so I know where we're going back to.
I'll start.
Lesley,
Sure.
Yeah.
can we have a drink? I want to ask you something.
Of course. I actually wanted to go and get some of the. Are there like any spirits up here that we can't get in the south?
A
Yeah.
lot of vodka. So many
Um,
potatoes.
I mean,
Cigarettes from the duty free.
So
from the
much
super
green.
from the super north of the Empire, you would get rice wine because that's where all the rice paddy fields are. Would be one of the major things that you wouldn't be able to get really down south. There's other kinds of stuff as well, but that's the main one that I think you wouldn't get.
Of course, yeah. Let's find ourselves a spot that I can get some rice wine and we can have a chit chat.
Yeah, great. There's a place down this way. It's
Oh.
well, at least there used to be a place down this way. I don't know if it's still there.
Sorry. You wander down. Fortunately, the tavern you are thinking of is still there, and I think you just tell everyone else that you're heading to this tavern, such that Tauri knows that's where to go to. So Tauri doesn't need to come, kind of thing, and everyone kind of circled up here. It's called the. What's it called, Andrew? Since you've made this up.
It is called. It is called the Icy Peak.
ICP.
They serve like ice drinks.
Sounds good.
It's just a lot of foam on the head of all the beers. Like, this is a cheap place, and like half your drink is always foam. It sucks. But it's cheap.
You head inside. It is run by a white dragonborn woman in there. Clearly like middle-aged, someone who's definitely not leaving this city and will be here until it's rebuilt around her kind of energy. It's like, all right. Who are you? What do you want?
Passing through drinks.
Sure, find a table.
Thank you. Yeah, I may say it's a booth. It's just sort of a table next to a wall, but it'll do.
So you wanted to talk about stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like I want like your advice as like a parent.
Are you thinking of getting into the family way?
No.
Gonna impregnate
I'd be a
Balrick.
terrible dad. Why, Bob?
First character that came to mind that was male.
No, I'd be a terrible dad. Say like little Lesley Jr. had
Yeah.
like, he's all grown up. He's gone to like do his stuff out in the world.
Leslie gets like a glazed look over his eyes as he's like, dreaming of the Titan Ball player that Leslie Jr. will be.
And there's sort of like a horrendous bus crash on the Titan Ball like circuit.
Oh no, poor Lesley.
And then you don't hear from like little Lesley for like a few decades. How mad would you be if he sent a letter saying that he's been fine for like a while now, but just sort of hasn't come back? Or how would you want little Lesley to say sorry?
I think there are a lot of reasons that we stop talking to our parents. They're not always often the fault of the child. Often the parents have something to play in that. I don't know a single parent who wouldn't be thrilled to receive a letter from their child, regardless of how long it had been. Even if I'd just seen Lesley 2 minutes ago, I'd be so happy to get a letter from him. Let me tell you. I don't think you need to apologize necessarily when it comes to your parents. They're always happy to hear from you.
What if it's, say, been perhaps longer than Tauri's been alive?
If your folks are still alive, they still love you. At least that's what good parents should do. That's your only job once you have a kid. That's your only job, is to love it until you die.
It.
Drink your wine, Tauri. Drink your wine, then go shopping.
I'm not there.
That was pretty good.
Okay, so you think I should send them a letter saying, "Hi, I'm alive. Sorry I've been quiet for like 30, 40 years."
I think your reasons for being quiet are your own. If you feel ready to reach out, and only if you feel ready to reach out, I think they'd be happy to hear from you. I wouldn't not do it because you're worried about their response.
It's more like they probably think I'm dead because of the whole like chain stuff. And like, if I tell them that like I passed by their town today and I didn't come and say hi, but I sent a letter, do you think that'll make them angrier?
Is this connecting the dots? The dots are being connected. This is you're from Ximori, this is your town.
Not from like this town specifically, like it was one of the villages we passed on the way. Yeah, the little one. You know, like the road like split off one way and like we carried on down. That sort of little like bunch of like buildings and the trees. I mean, if my parents are still alive, they probably still live there.
I'm sorry, I don't know where I thought you were born. I thought maybe in like some fiery, brimstoney, I don't know. But wow. Born like
just a farming kid. Yeah.
Well, I think maybe you could set the groundwork. We could, on the way up, we'll go north again, right? And Balrick's not going to let us take a boat.
Yeah, probably.
We're probably going to go this way again.
Hmm.
You can think about it.
So you think I should? Yeah. Okay.
Would you rather?
Thanks.
Show them. Do you think they'd rather see you in person, or I know I personally would love to just know as soon as possible. You know. But maybe you'd rather have the entrance.
I think
he splashes his beer everywhere, but it's mainly head, so it's fine.
I think my dad is probably about 700 years old now, and I don't know how good his heart's gonna be. So sort of being like, surprise! Might not be great.
Then I think they'd still love a letter.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Lesley. All right.
Anytime.
Might send it before we go. Otherwise, the postage is going to be an absolute bastard.
What are the other three of you up to? I'm wondering whether Aderyn's gone with Tauri to go shopping for clothes. It feels like an Aderyn thing, but I don't know.
Oh yeah. Aderyn's like, I must repay Tauri for her favors, so I'm gonna become her personal makeover artist.
Oh gosh.
Cool.
Because she needs it.
You two are genuinely gone for a while, because trying to find a clothes shop in a city that's being completely rebuilt from the ground up is a challenge. So you are gone for a while. So, Balrick and Arquen, what do you want to get up to?
Sorry, carry on.
Okay, Balrick is just restocking supplies and stuff like that, but also restocking. He does that nightly ritual we don't really talk about much, but he does every night, oil his sword and staff and everything.
That's what I call
and
it.
but he's just restocking that as well.
I'm literally also going around, like, I'm subtracting my money from any... Basically, I'm just going through the adventuring kit stuff.
Anything that would be reasonably needed for doing
it's
a
like
mountain pass.
iron spikes, light hammer, climbing kit, rope.
Yeah, that is all attainable.
Yeah.
I will say, this mountain pass is regularly travailed. People do use it, but it's like basically the important thing that Balrick that annoys you especially. This mountain pass cannot handle your cart. It is a narrow mountain pass. It can handle hand carts at most. That is why they're doing this big reconstruction, because they want to build one and span it out that it will get carts like yours through it.
Then why do you hate me? I spent so much time on this cart, constructed secret compartments.
He's been trying to steal our cart all this time.
We three beefy boys, we can do it.
We're going to carry this cart through.
We're going to carry this fucking cart.
If you want to, I will not begrudge your efforts.
Piece by piece.
I'm just saying that your style of carts are not, are not by normal sane people used for this mountain pass, because it is a mountain pass. It's not a road.
Well, it's a good thing Ximori's clinically insane.
This is the competition having with the quartermaster.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm taking it. I've invested too much money in this card. I'm taking this card. I'll carry it on my back if I have to.
This is literally going to be. This is going to be the fifth corral, though. We're going to carry this ship over the mountain.
All right. What's stopping me is that, like, what's in the way? What sort of things?
Primarily the problem you're going to be facing is narrow pathways, rocks, monsters attacking you on the road. I mean, you can get a decent headway with all of the construction work that's been done on the first section of the road, but even that's stopped at this point because of the Yeti problem.
How narrow can it get all that? Yeti problem. That won't be a problem, don't worry.
You said... Sorry, what... hold on. We'll circle back around to the cart problem, but...
No.
What do you mean the Yetis won't be a problem?
There's the Yetis in the north where I'm from. We've dealt with them before.
Can you deal with
how to deal with it.
There's a notice board up from the
Is there a bounty out?
Yeah, at the minute they've held up construction of the new road. They've taken over the construction site.
How can you feel like we're up to that?
I mean, we won't be coming back this way, though, will we? And for some time.
Yeah, but the construction's two-sided, isn't it?
Yeah.
There'll be a person letting her try to do it the other way as well. Meet in the middle, I imagine.
Is the general construction methodology, yeah.
So we'll pick up I imagine the rewards on both sides. We'll do them.
I think we're a match for any Yeti.
We could deal with that problem.
Not that I know what a Yeti is.
If you head over to the notice board at the city
big furry creatures in the mountains.
You can pick up the contract there.
But 1 minute, the narrow passage. All right, how narrow are we talking? How narrow that we can't?
I know people have taken hand carts through, but no, something a wagon of that size.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll make it.
I'm upgrading my light hammer to a sledgehammer. We're getting through this fucking pass.
I ain't gonna tell you what to do. It ain't none of my business, but do not come crying to me when your cart breaks apart and it gets taken away by a giant bird.
Tarps off. We can do it.
I have lost too many mount and oxen and so many things I've invested in. This cart is coming with.
If you're gonna take some form of a cart through, you'll probably want to change out the horse for some of these goats.
Hey, oh, that's a good shout. Goats are great on mountains.
They are. That's why we use them extensively as pack animals.
I've been the same. They're great. Had an unfortunate encounter though. Watch out for
goat shopping.
They get hungry.
Nope.
We'll get a goat then. We'll get a Govar.
Sure.
Govar 2. Great. Govar 25 or something like that. I'll lose count.
Hello, Govar 17.
Maybe you should get more.
Get anything.
Maybe you should get more.
More than one, just in case.
If you want to buy a goat, you can head over there. If you're genuinely interested in purchasing, it's quite expensive. But if you're confident enough, you're taking a cart with you. I mean, you're probably crazy enough to buy a goat.
We'll need more than one if we're going to take this through the mountain pass, presumably.
Out of interest, how angry are these goats?
I mean, they're stubborn bastards, but they know what they're doing on the mountainside.
Oh. Hello, Ximori.
You say they're sort of goats of
I was going to say, Ximori, you're in the tavern with Lesley. What are you doing?
I know, this isn't Ximori, this is just Andrew.
Anyway,
there's a chance to make a
each goat, because these are like pack animal mountain goats, are 50 gold pieces if you wish to buy one. It's the equivalent of a draft horse you're essentially buying.
Can we swap out a horse for a little discount?
Oh, you could trade a horse for a goat if you wanted to.
All right, we'll buy a goat and trade a goat in.
Yeah.
I'll take that. 100 gold pieces gone. I'm
50,
also thinking
you only need 50 if you're getting 2 goats.
Yeah.
Because you're trading a horse.
I'm also thinking we might need some. Well, if we're gonna try camping out and sleeping, we'll need some thicker tarts and thicker tent.
You can head over.
We're already on it.
Yeah, we can sort all of that out.
Hey.
We'll sort it out.
Get a big tarp for the we'll make the wagon heated, like insulated. It'll be useful.
Well, as you're sorting out all of this with the quartermaster, who he's able to upcharge you a little bit.
We're spending a lot of money.
Yeah, it's one of those just like, this stuff is meant to be like put aside for the building of this city, but like also if you can make money on the side, they'll get more requisition stuff. It's an imperial project. He's kind of fine with it. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you're able to grab anything you particularly need. So you kind of laden yourself up with all of this stuff.
You tell me what you've bought, and then I'll buy some extras as well. I want to get some. I want to get a pickaxe.
I'm happy for you guys to sort that kind of away from session. As you're walking back towards the tavern, this has taken a short while. Balrick, you see a familiar face. You see wandering down the street, talking to various like shop vendors and other people trying to clearly do something similar to you. A kind of hunched over, leathery, grey-green skinned turtle walking on his staff as you see Abraham Duchesne in town, just wandering through, kind of looking to pick up some things here and there, some like food rations, rucksack, like some mountaineering clothing as you walk past.
Alright.
It's time for you to hear this sweet, sweet accent.
Oh, hello there. What is that? Hold on. Abraham Duchesne. There we go. Oh, it's lovely to see you again there. I haven't seen you in quite some time. Where did we last see each other then?
He's giving it a go.
I remember exactly when, but you won't remember exactly when.
What you doing here?
Not a good night for it.
I mean,
traveling across the mountain.
Oh, then that's what I call a fortuitous event. Where are you staying? I might have a conversation, and if you don't mind, a favor to ask.
Arquen, where are we staying?
That one over there. Hello.
That one over there.
Icy Peak Tavern.
Arquen, Abraham.
Oh, lovely to meet you, my friend. A friend of Boris
Pleasure
and a
to
friend
meet
of
you.
mine.
Shake his hand. And
You
like,
see
"An
at this
absolute
point,
pleasure."
skittering along his hand is a blue-skinned gecko that's like faintly going like phosphorescent kind of thing.
Wonderful.
Right. Well, absolutely,
Have a
you're big
rat
winners.
They kind of like skitter around us.
If you head over to where that place, well, I'll meet you there. I'm gonna pick up some bounties and maybe some. See if anyone's got anything that they want doing while we travel. There might be some people that want some things taken over as well. I'm used to travel, taking things long haul.
Yeah,
don't
there's
wanna
plenty of
overload
people
ourselves,
wanting
remember.
stuff moving
Don't wanna overload ourselves.
over the border. So,
Aye.
all right, I got a few things to pick up for business, but yeah, I'll meet you in the Icy Peak Tavern. Pleasure to see you
Sounds
again.
good.
Hopefully, you're doing all right. He begins to hobble off towards the tavern after picking a few more things up, and as you see Abraham walk away, the party kind of split still across the city. Next time we can find out what's happening in the Tauri Aderyn fashion show a little bit. I think there is a decent place to end our story for now and pick up the next chapter of that fashion show and a bit more Abraham Duchesne before you venture over the Antahina Mountains into Loringa next time. But until we continue retelling our story, see you later.